Welcome back, Dungeoneers. It's Sunday afternoon, and that can only mean one thing. It's time to play Dungeons and Dragons. You're watching Dice and Dungeons, and I'm here at the table with...
I'm David Wong. I play a cat that gets shoes thrown at him.
I'm Nicole Bates. I play a changeling named Soria, who's a druid.
Yeah, I'm Greg. I'm playing Ulset Ralph, a Furbog fighter.
And I'm Alexis Bates, your trusty dungeon mistress. We have a couple announcements this week. I'm really tempted to do what I did last week. Nicole is freaking out right now because I surprise gave her an announcement to do.
Yeah.
And oh man, I laughed so hard I started crying. It was great. It was really good.
What are the announcements?
The announcements are, first up, from Geekified. Geekified is a tabletop gaming store out of Vinton, Iowa that takes online and in-person orders for all of your tabletop role-playing game needs. So if you, like us, are excited about the latest Dungeons & Dragons expansion, which is the 3-book gift pack known as...
The Rules Expansion Gift Set.
Yeah, I only say it once a week, so I don't really remember it in between. But I am excited about it. It's a really cool expansion.
Contains Xanthar's Guide to Everything, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, and the new Multiverse of Monsters.
Of everything?
No.
Just
Yeah, that one's limited.
but not everything.
You would think that after there was a guide to everything, you wouldn't need the cauldron.
Well, you have to put it somewhere once you find it.
So is the book... Does the book, like, tell you how to make the cauldron?
It's everything.
Okay, so the guide to everything
Yeah.
is like a...
Primer.
It's like a primer to everything.
On infinity.
On infinity. Okay.
Whereas the cauldron is a pot for everything.
Oh, so everything goes in the pot.
Yeah.
It's like a stew, a mulligan stew kind
And
of
then
thing.
and then there's...
Of everything.
Then there's monsters.
That's the garnish.
The monsters are the garnish.
Yeah.
The latest book in there, the Multiverse of Monsters, is pretty exciting. We are pretty sure that the rule set in there is going to let you allow play for monsters. So you can expand your play out to actually just grab any old monster in the monster manual and then play as a player character.
Or at least a number of them.
At least a number of them. Yeah, we'll see.
I think I'll still need to house rule my gelatinous cube character after Soria dies.
Yeah, probably so. We once played a game with a gelatinous cube character.
I remember.
It had to be psionic
To move anything.
to move anything
To use equipment. Yeah.
because it would just dissolve all the equipment that it tried to equip.
Yep.
It's a stupid game. I loved every minute of it. So if you want to pick that up, you can head over to geekifiediowa.com and place your order online for the gift set. There's a limited art cover that is going for, I think, just a little over 100. What is the retail price on that one?
So.
It's
I'm
like
not 100% sure.
120 or so. And then there is a standard edition, which I think is going for like 60 or something like that. But they are both pretty cool, especially the limited art cover. It's an all-white version of the 3-book set, and it really stands out and pops on any bookshelf, collector's set piece, whatever you do with them. And if you want to pick it up, you can head over there and buy it now. So thank you to Geekified for continuing to support our show. We really appreciate it. And thank you to anyone who picks something up from them and supports your local game store. We appreciate it. The other announcement is that we want to remind everyone we are doing more streaming and more content production than we ever have been before. We are continuing to do our art streams on Tuesdays and Fridays at 3 p.m. Eastern. And those usually go for a couple hours, give or take a little bit, depending on what the project we're working on is. Those are now all being uploaded to YouTube, so you can watch almost the entire back catalog of them on our YouTube channel. And we're also doing video game streams of Destiny 2 and Final Fantasy 14. We don't have a schedule for those two nailed down quite yet. because we're just trying to make sure that whatever we do, we can do consistently. So we're experimenting with different times and our schedules. And once we have that down, we'll announce it on all of our various channels, including this video right here. But in the meantime, you can tune into Twitch whenever we go live, and all the VODs get uploaded to YouTube within, I'm shooting for about a week, but I'm working on an upload schedule for all that. So, if you want to see more of us, there's now more of us to go see. I think those are the 2 announcements we wanted to make, right? Perfect. Well, with that said, Dungeoneers, let's roll. Last week on Dice and Dungeons, our heroes started out in a strange room. A room capable of showing all sorts of things. As Nines discovered, it has the power to show you everything that you could ever have done, and everything that you might ever do. When controlled, the room seems capable of showing events of the past, and it showed the group pieces of the Changeling's history. But these pieces were presented inaccurately to how the history was understood. The group was challenged to correct these scenes, and in the end, they prevailed in that test, allowing them to progress further through the ancient city. When they emerged from the room, Ulseth, well, he desired to experience the same things that Nine did, and he too subjected himself to the forces of the room's power.
There's more safe things to do that I do.
What?
Like, clean yourself with your tongue.
That didn't make any sense.
The session concluded a little further on ahead, with a group venturing up back towards the surface and finding themselves in some very large stables, and that is where we rejoin them.
Little stuff, I want to leave stables. It feels like I've been in here for a week.
These are very large stables.
And they smell bad. When I experienced all of the potential futures that I might have, none of them smelled like this.
I would figure most of them would have smelled like this at one point.
Yeah.
I mean, at least one of them smelled like this. The one that you're in.
Yeah.
That was a potential future.
It was, but I did not recall it smelling so bad.
You need to work on your smello call. That didn't.
No, it didn't work.
Melacol?
Don't use
know.
that. Don't use that again.
I'm not going to use that one again.
No. So we look around, and what do we see?
Yep.
At the moment, you.
How many horses are in the stable?
It's actually a few. Well, not horses, but mules that are stationed.
The dwarves and Berkelian's guys.
These are live mules.
Yeah, I think they came in with mules.
Yeah. It's a pretty safe conclusion to think that this is Berkelian's forces.
Since they also had some gum they left downstairs.
Fresh gum. Okay, so we're being confronted by gum and mules so far.
The space that you're in specifically is a stairwell, and adjacent to it, there's a small office that seems to mostly just be for record keeping. there's a couple of binders on the desk, like you've seen in other places. And although they contain no further information, the shape is recognizable enough.
Well, I search through everything to see if there's anything of value or of interest.
As you leave the area and venture out into the stables, of course there are the live mules there. They don't seem to have anything to eat. There's no hay, no straw around, nothing.
These mules might have insider info on Brukelion and all his weaknesses.
Do you think they talk about that on way here?
I mean, if I was around a mule, I would just talk about all my darkest secrets all the time.
What else would a mule do?
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animal and talk to these mules.
Oh, they got some of the gum.
Excuse me, mule. What's this tragic backstory? What horrible decisions got you here?
Well, my mother was a horse and my father was a donkey.
Yes, we all have that tragic backstory.
That's how it starts. I was born. Gave me some oats. Gave me some hay. Then I hauled stuff around. Now I'm here.
What deepest, darkest secrets do your riders have?
Well, I know one of them is really scared of the dark.
That's great. So also, if you can cover his eyes.
I think one of the captains wets the bed occasionally.
Whoa, that's juicy.
That's great, Olsef. You can make him wet his pants.
No, I think you can insult him with his weakness.
I don't think that will work. Wait, no, yes, it will work. It's a great idea. What other valuable insight can you give us?
Don't cross the street without looking both ways.
What do you think I am, 12? Everyone stops for me, I know that.
That is a very useful skill.
That is great.
What's the mule's name?
What's his name?
They didn't give me a name.
You're Frank now.
I'm Frank.
Yes.
Okay.
Soon to be Frankfurter.
Why would I be Frankfurter?
Don't worry about it. Olsef, do you want information?
Ask the mule what Gratstun Balin means.
Excuse me, mule. What does word he's always say mean?
What word does he always say?
Say your words.
This mule hangs out with the Tashira Noon.
Oh, yeah. Gratstun Balim.
Yes, Gratstun belief.
It's a bad cold you got.
Ask him what happened to Fervin.
I don't think he knows who Fervin is.
You never know.
That's great.
Why don't you
point.
think I know who Fervin is?
Why would you know who Fervin is?
Oh, I'm a very learned mule. I like to read. See? He opens his mouth and there's some pages that he's been chewing on.
What
You
the
are
fuck
what
was
you
that
eat.
from?
This one, I think, is the maid and the dwarf.
Is that from the same series as a Tabaxi Tale author?
From way back.
It's been adapted and updated. Translated, adapted, and updated. Yeah.
So it's much better now.
Why don't you talk to the other mules?
It's like a well done modern staging of a Moliere play. They're really funny, but you gotta bring up the context a bit.
Like how many mules are here?
Then how about 5? It's 5 mules.
All right, we can fill at least 50 minutes of your hour with just these mules.
It's a 10-minute spell.
It's a 10 minutes, so that's crap.
Got 4 more mules to talk with.
I can cast it
Hurry
2 more times.
hurry it up. We only have 10 minutes to get the backstories on 4 more mules.
Check out these mules.
Are you smartest mule or is there a smarter mule?
No, I'm definitely the smartest one.
I turn to the other
Like
four.
hell you are!
What's one of you is smartest mule?
Predictable.
These are worst mules ever.
How many mules? have
All
you
of them go, oh, no, we're not. You haven't met the mules back in Ironvale. They're the worst.
When we go to Ironville, I'm gonna say they talk shit about you. Or vice, whatever.
Well, we know Nines isn't the smartest mule.
You show up in Ironvale, talk to the first mule you see, and go, you were talking shit about these other mules. And that mule's gonna be like,
Probably.
yeah, I was.
Oh, yeah.
How'd you know?
I knew those mules.
Did you just get off the boat? And you'll be like, yes, I did.
Ask them if they know of Brukelian's weaknesses.
Do you know other weaknesses of your riders?
Most of them don't like it when you kick them in the nads.
Most valueless Olsef, kicking them in nads.
The mule?
No. Well,
Bad guys.
no, the bad guys. They don't like it.
Okay.
Wait, how do you know that?
No reason. They all start laughing.
What does
What about Brukelian?
what sound does a bunch of mules laughing sound like?
I mean, I guess it's not really the right sound, but
Thank you. We were expecting that.
you're welcome.
I'm just seeing if I can find a video of that. Now I'm curious if mules can laugh. I mean,
So,
Olsef,
Why are we curious about that?
Aren't you? I don't know.
So ask them about Brukelian.
Go through life with a little like
Curiosity.
vim and curiosity, Ulseth.
Oh.
I wake up every morning and ask myself,
Ah, the mules laugh.
do mules laugh? And then I remember I asked myself that the day before and answered my question.
Did you remember the answer?
No.
No, if you did, you wouldn't ask it again, would you?
Are there,
And we'll
any,
go through life with a little curiosity.
are there any exits in this room?
Yeah, you're just there's like a whole bunch, like the whole side that's just open.
Then it goes outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it's a so there's 2 big areas that you can leave through, and you're in. It's like having 2 massive garage doors open, basically.
So if it's open to the outside, why does it smell so bad in here?
There's 5 mules in here.
That's a good question, isn't it?
You're surrounded by the remains of good literature. What do you expect?
You wondered why it still smelled like this, and it just happens to smell like this.
All right.
You know which one Brukelian is.
I don't know, yeah.
What's his weakness? What's his deal?
His weakness is the same as all the others. Kick him in the nads.
Okay, do you have other weaknesses?
Why do you need more?
We're going to kill him. Specifically her. She's going to murder the hell out of them.
Oh, well, I like to trample. Trample's a good one.
Oh, I've done that, yeah.
Yeah, trample's pretty reliable. My pappy trampled a whole bunch.
Do you know where they are right now? Did they tell you where they're going?
Or where they went. Did you see where they
Oh,
went?
my pappy's been buried a long time.
Ask them where they went. The riders went.
Where did the riders go?
Oh, they went downstairs.
So that we
You
thought.
should go follow them.
We were just downstairs.
Yeah, one of them dropped this pen, and you need to take it back.
We don't go downstairs.
Why not?
Have you seen them?
Yes, that's why I ride Ulsef.
Well, we don't have an Ulseth.
You have Ulsef right now. Ulsef, take me
No, I'm not
downstairs.
going to take the mules.
Yeah, I get it. They're in a chorus. Take us down. Take us down.
To which also and I are just cheering like
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
just
even
hearing.
know,
That's what we're hearing.
I'm sure that noise is definitely going to come through in the recording.
yeah.
We'll find out.
You're really
I'm sure-
pushing the limits of your sound mixer here.
I'm fairly certain that the noise suppressing is going to take that one out.
So what do these mules want?
They don't want anything. They're mules.
No.
They have everything they need. Good literature, poop corner, poop center.
Fresh air?
That was just staring at me.
That one's kind of creepy.
They blinked, I win.
So now, is 10 minutes up, please?
No.
No.
What do you think happened to Fervin, since you're so well read?
Well, I think he got eaten.
You think he got eaten?
So it seems to happen to most things in life. Get eaten.
Turns out mules think that just because they get eaten when they have outlived their usefulness, it happens to everyone.
Huh.
Ew. Who eats old dead mules?
People stuck in
I
snowstorms.
see.
A lot of people, I think. My sister was eaten after she became a useless husk of a mule. That's what they kept calling her.
That was her name? Why would I
No.
understand that? I'm just hearing.
Her name was Murray. See, they can understand you.
Yeah.
Any
That's
other
the
information
curse.
you want me to extract from mules?
No. Wait, do they have saddlebags?
I don't think you need me to ask them if they have saddlebags.
Well, ask them. I was asking. Ask them permission to take all their saddlebags. They look heavy.
Your saddlebags look heavy. Can we take them from you?
Uh-huh.
Go for it.
All right.
We take all their saddlebags. Why not?
They help get them off.
What's in them? I'll look through them.
Quite a few rations, some camp supplies like flint and tinder, and sort of, if you're looking for traveling supplies, it's in there.
I'll put them in my bag.
Wait, why are you guys still in here? Both doors are open.
Where are we gonna go?
Wherever you want.
Okay.
Tell them they're free now.
You're free. Now. You weren't free before. We freed you.
I mean-
You owe us favor now.
We're safer here.
No, you're not.
There's giant cats out there. Got Freddy.
Oh, that's true there. Oh, I didn't hear that.
So here's the plan. We go to other cats, tell them where mules are, and they will run away. Thus being free.
You're gonna use another spell slot to do that, right?
Can we get there in 5 minutes?
No,
Definitely not.
definitely not.
I'm gonna look outside the stable and see where we are in the city.
For ease, you figure out pretty quickly that you're in the keep.
Oh, that first building the first big building.
Yeah, you're in
Okay.
the keep, and the gates are shut.
Is there a slot?
No.
Are they locked?
So they are trapped. The mules are trapped here. There's closed gates.
Yeah, but it also sounds like if we open them, they are just going to stay put.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep, they're afraid of cats. That's what you said, right? You told us what you heard.
I mean, I could turn into a big cat and chase them out if you really wanted them out of the stable.
I don't know why, but yeah, let's do it.
Use up a spell slot to
Just
turn
a-
into a cat to chase them out of the stable.
Just a
But
wild
is the-
shape.
are the gates locked?
You haven't tried them, but there's
I'm
never,
trying them. Are they locked?
Zoria, open the gates.
like most things that are in this city, the gates are shut. They are made of the same sort of material that many of the structures are made of. And you've come to the conclusion pretty quickly that they would have been opened and closed through mechanisms that you don't possess.
Excuse me, mule. What if you learn to fight cat? Not me, other cat.
You want to fight a cat?
No, I want want you to fight Cat.
Why would I fight a cat?
So you stop being afraid.
I'm not afraid.
Yes, you are. You're a sissy. You want to be free. Because you're a coward.
No, I just don't want to die. I like
Yes.
being alive.
You can be alive and free, though.
Why would I want that?
So you can do whatever you want.
I want to stay here.
No, you don't.
I'm
don't
looking in
understand
the.
anything that's going on, but we
I just
have
only
the
hear
sense that
one side of the
there's some sort of existential
Mule
discussion
crisis.
going on here in Mulish.
I think you should like cut out my part and then just make some animal noises, and we should just post those videos up.
Just what we're hearing.
Is the 10 minutes over yet, please?
I'm looking. Are there other structures inside the walls of this keep?
Yeah, there's plenty of other structures.
How many is plenty?
There are 4 major structures inside this keep.
Should we check these out?
Of course, we must examine all of the rooms.
I'm too busy arguing with a mule about whether freedom is worth
right,
sacrificing
In
your safety.
3 minutes, why don't you catch up with us? We're going to be in that building, Nines.
Okay, what do I get to roll to try to convince these mules to
Animal handling
abandon safety and
or persuasion.
Embrace their dangerous freedom.
Why don't you make a persuasion check?
Because you get to actually talk to them.
Yeah.
I got 9.
Total?
The best
Yeah, I got a
number.
3.
Wow.
They don't seem persuaded, but you do spend slightly longer than what time is left on your spell arguing, because they just start going back to their usual mule neighing and whinnying. And for a few minutes, it doesn't strike you that you've lost the power. You just thought that they were being really indignant.
All right, I'll find them. These two again. Well, Seth, why are mules so indignant?
I do not know much about mules. I am sorry. But they do seem to be upset by what you had been saying to them.
Only like half the time. That's a pretty good average for me.
That is true. That is true. Usually people are upset with you much more than half of the time.
Sorry, did you open the door yet?
Yes. What? I just went to the closest to the main structures. I'm not sure.
All right, let me pull up the map so you can see.
Great.
It's always good to know where you are, right?
Well, I missed my opportunity to give one of the mules a knife.
What would it do? Hold it in his teeth?
Yeah, just hold it in his teeth. You know, Panther comes and attacks it, just like...
Exactly.
Except they have like more neck range movement, I think.
Yeah.
And then like
that.
30 seconds from now, we'll find roaming bands of bandit
Mules. Jungle.
terrorizing.
Yeah, heavily
Jungle
armed.
band.
Heavily armed. Yeah.
It can be full circle, and that waitress that we got into a new career gets
Yeah.
hired to stop them.
I wrote down her adventurer name a while back. Rihanna the Spear Lady.
It's going to be very upsetting when she's going to be a much higher level than us when we meet her.
Yeah.
She will be because she's gone on quest.
Whereas all we've done is ridden boats.
We've ridden boats and found an ancient civilization.
Yeah.
Nothing important.
And you talk to mules.
And we talked
Oh,
to
yeah, I
mules
guess so
and
much-
otters.
Does that count towards my landmark level up experience?
Oh, absolutely. You kidding me?
Not convincing a mule to move is an extremely high value experience.
Yeah, it really is.
Shit.
I mean, famously? Mules
did
are
get-
very difficult.
We did get a lot of camping supplies and rations, though.
If we ever need to camp somewhere, we can do that.
Was one of the saddlebags like monogrammed with like a B and like a BG for, or BUG, I guess, bug for Berkelion Holstein Grotfell?
No.
It's not. Okay.
There was not a monogrammed saddlebag.
He seemed like the type.
Yeah, he should have been one that's monogrammed.
I feel like he got one that was monogrammed, read it, and was like, never again.
It's like a dang it
and
book.
then he killed the person who did the monogramming.
Yeah, probably. We need to continue bantering while the map is.
Well, I've been picking this lock for a while.
The one with no.
The one that
The one where there's no lock on it.
It's unclear if there's a lock on it, but I sure am picking it with guidance.
Well, I am going to put my hand on it and imagine a bunch of mules walking through it.
I'm just going to open the door.
I got a dirty 20 to pick this lock that may or may not exist.
It doesn't.
I picked the lock.
What do I roll for imagining mules going through the door?
It's not a wisdom check, that's for sure.
Okay. I got a...
You're only capable of imagining the smell.
The screen is currently blocked. I'm showing the digital images, so I'm gonna go move that.
So,
You're moving Gordon Lightfoot off of our screen. Thank you.
Is it kind of in the right spot?
left.
There you go.
Oh, that worked.
Noted.
It's behind the picture.
Hey, there we go.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Good enough. So that's
Okay.
the stable down in the
Spotify
bottom.
decided to pop up on the wrong monitor.
Boy, there's a lot of stuff.
There is a lot of stuff.
Where are we?
I'm guessing that's the stable down there because it's
Because
open.
it's open, yeah. Probably.
You are all
Can you draw the mules in?
down here.
Now that is a well-sized X.
Is that,
These are these mules.
which one's
This
Frank?
else. This one.
Sorry, do you have spare book you can toss to them?
Do I? Maybe.
Just Frank. The others don't seem interested.
What did they do if they're spare time if they're not eating books?
Reading them.
I think I have some of those ruined books from the school that we can't use.
This knowledge is power. Give it to them.
All right. I throw the pile of completely illegible books. All
I'll
right.
say something insightful.
So they
Okay.
I
can't.
use spell slot to find out what you're saying.
I go up to that northern building, the northeastern building, since that's the closest.
And pick the lock that's not there.
I picked it. Yeah, I got there before you guys and just claimed to picked it. All right, lock's picked. Everyone, we can go in.
Well, so you are getting very
Insight
adept
check.
at picking locks that aren't there.
My deception is 16.
Well, I got an 11, so
So you believe me?
I really need to stop rolling that because I know damn well that you're not doing it. But I gaslit myself into believing you didn't.
Yeah, I'm like, I wasn't even like being that serious about it.
Sorry, is there anything important in this room?
Well, I'm about to read a description to you.
Olsef, tell me what you want to see in this room.
I would like to see the thing that we are looking for, that stone that Zorio wants.
What? The Orat Mall?
Yes, the Arat Mall.
Oh yeah, it's not always a stone.
Oh, sometimes it is something else.
They're all different shapes.
Do we
Could
know
it
what
be
this one
mule?
looks like?
No,
How will we know it when we see it?
I'll be able to tell.
Well, I hope that you can tell that it is in here.
Me too. I'm really looking forward to that. Seeing. Oh wow, there's actually 7 Orat Malls just sitting here, just hanging out.
It would be really convenient if the bad guys collected them all and we stole it.
Yeah, instead of the other way around. Yeah.
As you enter into the room, well, into the building, I should say, not the room. As you enter into the building, ahead of you, you see a doorway leading into another hallway. And there are 2 doors, both on your left and right, and the hallways Continue down the side of the building and around these rooms.
Okay, so those little dashes are the doors, yes.
Yes, little dashes are the doors. And these elements here,
Are the halls.
those are the halls, yes.
I'll check the left room.
The left room. All right.
Why left?
Left is always better than right.
That's true.
Then why do you call it right if it is not correct?
It's ironic.
Huh?
It's this term that you're not quite familiar with.
No.
It's like sarcasm.
I know iron.
It's sort
Is
of
it like iron?
Yeah. It's like sarcasm or, you know, a metaphor. You know metaphors, right?
So it is like saying, yeah, right, when you do not mean it.
No,
As you enter,
Kinda.
I guess that's as long as you understand. It's that exactly that. Yeah.
Okay. And so instead of going to the, yeah, right room, we go to the one that's left.
Sure. Yep.
You nailed it.
Okay. Nails are often made of iron too. Are they ironic?
Yes.
They're made out of iron. Goodbye.
Great, now we can make up our own story.
Yes.
Wow.
We go
I look in this room and there's all these Orat malls here.
How many do you see?
All 24. I did it.
Your quest
We
line
have
is
found all of
complete.
the Aurat malls.
And my family.
Look over there, it's the corpse with a voice.
Wow.
We did it.
All right.
And there's the paper that just says Gratstun Baleen is a type of candy.
And all of this time I thought it was something bad.
But it turns, I mean,
Turns out it's a Mounds bar.
oh, it is bad. Oh.
so in the room, you open it up and find that there's a really typical bed, dresser in here. Seem to be made of not the exact same material as the rest of the buildings, but it has elements that look similar.
Is it all rotted out like the ones in the school?
No,
Oh, does
no,
it-
these particular ones are not.
Are they more like the stone, sort of, instead of wood?
These, although you've never seen a material that's like this, to all the players' eyes, these would basically be a type of plastic, is what they look like.
Okay, well, I search under the mattress and in the drawers and under the drawers and under the bed
Guidance.
and all of the places where something might be.
All right, under the bed you find the remains of a child's doll.
Oh, how sad.
What part of it remains?
Mostly just, it's a rag doll, and it's mostly just the head and like an arm that are really still holding together.
Oh, nines, look what I have found for you. Yeah.
It probably just falls apart.
It doesn't hold up to many battings. No.
Was it full of batting?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't full of much at this point.
Did you have fun with that?
Leo's into his ball.
You didn't find anything else?
Did I find anything else?
No, the room is pretty empty.
All right, let's check the right
On the
room.
other side.
Yeah.
The yeah, right room.
Inside of this room, there are only the rotting remains of a bed and dresser. Other than that, the room is quite bare.
Ooh, I'm gonna look inside the dresser.
The moment that you touch a drawer, it collapses under its own weight.
Also, why would you do that?
I think it is ironic. So,
Why did we teach him a new word?
why not?
We didn't.
Knowledge is power, and
we-
it's dangerous in wrong
The
hands.
problem is we didn't really teach him what it means.
Why did we purposely teach him wrong as a joke?
It is for your forever torment.
All right,
No bad deed goes unpunished.
let's go down the left hallway.
Down the left hallway. Okay. I shall go and reveal that.
So do we wonder why the bed and dresser in one room are perfectly fine and the other one is rotted?
No, let's not think about it.
One's made out of a different material, and the others, these ones are wood, I guess.
Yeah, wood.
This stuff's probably like the all this stone, basically, or metal.
When you
That will remain a mystery because we didn't find out.
when you go down the left hall, you find that there are still many more rooms.
Okay, well, let's just go down looking in each one.
I think we should all just roll individually for each room we take.
Okay.
I got a investigation. I got 10.
Which room is
Whatever.
being taken?
Closest one. One that requires the least amount of walking.
The one we come
All
to
right.
first.
There are 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 doors in this hallway.
I'll take the last 2.
Okay.
We're not going to do these searches together. We're going to do them in parallel.
Yeah. Why not? Save some time.
And I have a 9. I've been getting that number a lot.
This is a great number. What is in my room?
I am pulling up the ledger.
I probably get the best items.
In your room. Found a fair number of papers strewn about in this room, but it seems to be slightly better preserved than in many of the other places that you had been through before. The language is not one that you understand, but the papers seem to have they seem to be in a list, an ordered list, just by their structure.
Well, I will gather them up. And is that all I found in that room?
Yeah, that's really the only things that remain in there.
Then I will leave said room.
Who's taking the next room?
I'll take the next room as we're moving north or up the hallway.
Do you want to make an investigation check, or are you just sort of glancing around?
Oh, I got guided.
Since we're going in order.
Oh, well, that really sucks. 9.
Yes, great
9
number.
again. I get lots of 9s.
Okay.
You must have an affinity for the.
Well, Seth, when you open this door, you are unnerved by what you find inside.
There is something very disturbing in here.
The walls of
nice.
this room are festooned with weapons. Nearly every inch is taken up with them. Some are rusted. Some are more rusted. A few are in good shape. And they, like I said, line just about every free inch of space.
You should detect magic and see if any of them are magical.
Well, first I will look to see if there are any rapiers that are better than the ones 9 is carrying.
Make another investigation check,
Okay.
since you're looking for something specific this time.
Very specific. 21.
You find a pretty good rapier. It looks like it might be in a better shape than what 9 has.
9s! I have found this rapier that might be better than the one you have. Do you want to check
You're
it out?
shouting into the next room because you guys are all separated.
Oh, wait, I thought we were going one at a time. Then I couldn't be guidancing him.
No, you couldn't. Well, you could. You just can't guidance yourself.
Well, I have
want
to
this rapier or
physically
what?
touch him.
Is it better than my rapier?
Sure. Sure. Why not?
Was it like a +1, or is it just
No, it's
physically better than my
It's just
rapier?
physically better. I mean,
It's just not
it's
a
not
show.
mechanically better, but it's a little bit better condition.
Yes, but it has no emotional connection to my past and motivations for future.
Well, then you may just cast it aside. I use my.
Well, Seth is like huff, huff.
Okay, I use my detect magic to find out if any of this stuff is magic.
No. None of them are magical.
It's worth a shot.
I am sad to report that none of these weapons who are rusted and even more rusted and somewhat less rusted, even though it is better than what Nines has now, he does not wish to keep it because it has no backstory that is tragic. None of these are magic.
How long does your detect magic?
6 seconds.
Is it just 6 seconds? Okay.
What's the range of it, then?
30 feet?
I knew the range. I couldn't remember that. Time at last. Nothing in this room is magical.
And I detect nothing within the range of my magic spell. Detect magic spell as magic.
Nope.
Okay, well, on to the third room.
Okay.
The one in the middle of the 5.
Soria, it's your turn.
Guidance. 13.
When you approach this room, you see it has no door and nothing inside. The walls are completely bare, as are the floors, ceilings. Just bits of dust.
You know, since we're running into, like, weapons and stuff, do you want to take 10 minutes so I can ritual cast Detect Magic and have it up for the next 10 minutes while we're going through here?
You can do that
While you two search the last
the last 2 rooms.
Alright, I'm gonna sit down and start doing Detect Magic.
Soria!
What?
I found these papers. Should I feed it to Mule?
I'll take those.
Are you going to feed it to Mule?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Olsef, let's do something else.
You go on to the next room and then I will take the last one.
All right. Got a 14.
In this room. Pull up. The door of this room, as you attempt to open it, you find that it gives no more than an inch or so. And it seems to be blocked by something on the other side.
Olsef, push a door for me.
I will, of course, push the door open.
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
25.
Wow.
You throw all of your weight behind pushing this door, and you eventually manage to get it maybe 6 inches wide. As you do so, you hear objects behind it crunching and collapsing. There's also stuff falling out from the room now. The objects are indistinguishable. You have no idea what any of this stuff is. A lot of it is covered with mold and mildew, and it's now just tumbling out of the room. With every push you make, a bit more falls out.
I have found a lot of moldy and mildewy kind of stuff that is falling out of the door.
I'm just sitting
Yes,
there
and it still
like,
isn't.
just ignore the noise. Just ignore. They're fine. It's fine.
This is the second worst smelling room that we've run into yet so far.
It is very close to being the first.
It smells pretty bad. It really doesn't smell great.
I close the door. I pull it shut.
But what if there's something valuable inside?
Well, you may go in and find out.
You
It's
could probably
now,
squeeze through
You could
6
probably
inches.
squeeze through.
it's now blocked by the mess of mold and rotting and mildew covered objects that have wedged themselves into this doorway. You would have to clear out quite a bit now to close it.
I take a few steps back where I can get some fresh air, take a deep breath.
Wrap
and
some oregano under your nose.
Does my gum smell fruity?
Yeah. Yep.
Rip off some and just shove it up my nose.
Your kitty nose.
And I
Sure.
will peek. I assume I can peek through there.
Yeah, you can peek.
I will peek.
Okay.
Do a peek check.
Peek check.
I would do an investigation.
Investigation 3.
Well, I was gonna say investigation, and I did. I think I told you the wrong thing for this case. I'm gonna say make a perception check.
Oh, that means I have to re-roll it.
It does. It does.
That is going to be a 15.
Okay. You poke your head in, look around, and you see nothing but more of this junk. It's filled from floor to ceiling with just rotting, mildewy crap.
There's nothing of value here, Olsef.
Ah,
Unless you think you can find something, which you might. I think you should look in there.
that is okay. I believe that your senses are accurate. We go on to the next room. This is mine to check out, right?
Okay.
Have a contest.
This is
See who can
the-
find the best stuff.
The best, worst stuff.
I'm rolling 2.
So far, you have
I
found,
rolled nat 1.
you have
It's a
found
good thing
worse
it's not your room.
stuff. I have. This is an investigation. I'm rolling
Yeah.
really well. 18.
As you enter this room, it's bare walls and scant decorations.
Roll for initiative. The walls are bears.
They're not there.
Leave you a little disappointed that you're feeling so keen, so on top of things right now that you could notice even the smallest of mouse darting across the floor. But alas, there's little more than a ruined bed and dresser.
Knock
said
the
they were-
dresser over.
Sure, I knocked the dresser over.
Dresser's on the ground.
It didn't deteriorate.
This
That's
is-
You
good.
said there were decorations on the walls?
No, I said there's
Bears on them.
the bare walls and the scant, I think I described it as.
Well, I will have to say that this corridor was most disappointing and smelly.
Let's go around the corner and check out more rooms.
Yes, I'm sure that there are more rooms.
How am I doing on my spell?
You can have it done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to go back and just quickly peek my head in all the rooms that we've explored and see if there's any magic pings. Just really
Yeah.
quick. All right.
No.
Then I'll rejoin them.
Okay, so we're at the northernmost end of this corridor after exploring 5 rooms.
Yep. The corridor continues to the right.
We will continue to the right.
Yeah, right.
I'm back now. That's not irony.
Was there anything in your room?
No, I didn't even have a door.
Also, made me look in Mold's room.
Oh, did I look in the mold room? Yeah, I must have peeked my head
You
out.
checked all the rooms.
Oh, probably.
There was no magic signatures in the...
No, there's nothing in there.
Did I see anything of interest when I peeked my head in?
In terms of like gear you could take, no.
Okay.
No. It's just a bunch of rotting, nasty stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
This hall
Oh boy. Doors.
has 8 doors.
So that's the problem. We were going in the wrong order for you.
What do you mean, what problem?
Oh, I just see.
Oh.
Yeah.
We did 5, 4, 3, 2.
We went
Yeah.
left first, which is always the right choice.
Yeah, I had numbered them
The other direction.
the other direction,
Counterclockwise.
and you guys went that way. So, I mean, that's why I have them
right.
numbered, so I can see which doors you're going in.
So
I have this spell up for probably at this point 8 minutes.
we will open the doors very quickly.
So I'm just gonna peek in each one really fast.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
we'll go back and examine
Sure.
them later.
Let me go and see, since you're going down this route. Let me see if any of these rooms.
They want us to open doors for you because you have such trouble with that concept.
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
We,
Also,
Make sure they're
open
not
doors.
trapped.
we open all the doors, all 8 of them, so that Zoria can detect magic in the rooms. And then
You guys go running down the hall.
I gotta maximize the use of this.
yeah, kind of like freshmen in a dorm. Just opening all the doors. And then we'll go back and examine them carefully.
What's the range on your spell?
It is a 30-foot.
As you get down to the end of the hall, you feel some magic pinging further down the hall to the right.
Okay, down the way that we haven't gone yet.
Yes.
Well,
You do detect magic down that way.
I will follow it.
Okay.
we'll follow Zoria.
I detect magic.
I am opening doors.
Thank you.
So you find... Let me make sure that is the right room, because you're in range. You go into the room that you're detecting the magic from, which is the first room on that rightmost, well, on the right turn up ahead.
Okay.
And when you enter that room, you see the, fairly typical bed and dresser in this room. This time it's another bed and dresser made of that, not that, again, your characters know the word plastic or what that material is, but that's what you're seeing.
The weird metal.
The weird metal. But there is a standing coat rack with a cloak on it.
I will pick it up.
Hey, Zoria,
Yeah?
free cloak.
Free cloak.
The cloak is the magic.
What kind of magic?
Let me pull that up,
The school.
because I wrote this months ago, and it has been a while since...
It takes us a long time to explore these rooms.
It would take a lot longer. I really thought about checking to see if my cloak powered up again and teleporting into that room that we couldn't get into.
From when we slept in the, magic time conflux room.
Yeah.
Your cloak is powered again.
But imagine Nine's getting stuck in that room would not have been a pleasant experience for anyone.
It'd be falling forever.
No, I'm talking
time.
about the room with the mold in
With
it.
all the rotting stuff in
Oh,
it.
probably not. But we could have just left you there and
Yeah,
not felt bad.
You would have felt terrible.
Because there's a gap, so we knew you wouldn't run out of air.
I
Then there was plenty of moldy stuff to,
Play with.
yes.
Okay.
starting to regret going on adventures with
It
you
is.
too.
I could have. There's a gap, so I could have stuck my bag through, and you could have gotten in it and pulled you back out. It is.
This is a cloak of transmutation.
I'll have to examine that later.
So Zoria, what did you find?
A transmutation cloak.
Ah, something that makes things into something else.
Yeah. This one, this one probably turns you into something really cool, like a badger or something.
Or a mule.
Or a mule, maybe even. Yeah. Or this cloak turns mules into badgers or something.
Are you going to try it on?
I want to spend some time identifying it first before I put on my random magic items.
Do you detect magic anywhere else down the hall?
I don't get any other pings.
Let me make sure there's nothing else in range of you.
I'll keep walking down the hall and checking in each room as long as my spell's still up. If you have a timed magic thing, you gotta use the full value of it. You gotta talk to those mules for the full 10 minutes, plus a little.
Plus a little bit, yes.
Except for that time I talked to that sloth.
Yeah, just like, bye. But I can turn into a sloth now, which is pretty cool.
That's great. I will never have a conversation with you as sloth.
You don't
Yeah.
detect any more magic as you wander around.
Alright, now we can do
Now
a
we go
thorough check.
back and do a thorough check. This should take the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I roll.
Alright, let's
I
go.
got a 15.
Let's go in the order the rooms are numbered, since we've gone on the full circuit now.
We don't know what that is.
What do you mean? I meant for the DM's sake.
Well,
Well, I know, but we don't know what the numbers are.
I mean, you guys really won't like harm me or benefit me by trying to go in any particular order. So just tell me what door you
Where are we now?
You want
We'll do a random number.
Where are we now?
well, you are currently in.
We would have circled back to the beginning, basically. If I was doing a search.
Yes, you're currently back at the beginning.
Well, let's skip those rooms that we already searched.
So you mentioned that weird metal wood thing material before, and you said it would be a mystery forever. Do you want to actually like take some of it or anything like that?
From the bed and the dresser?
Yeah.
Sure. That was in the first room.
And the one with the cloak.
No, we'll do that when we come back around to it.
Yes, let's take coat rack.
All right, we'll start with whichever one they
would be a
said
good
number
idea.
wise.
I don't know which one they said number wise.
I said 7.
You want to start at 7? Okay.
Sorry, I put the coat rack in your bag of holding.
Was the coat rack plastic?
The coat rack?
Whatever the
The
cloak was on.
cloak rack
Yeah, no, that was just like a
thing.
steel
Thing.
coat rack.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I think you should steal it anyway. They're not using it.
Okay.
I don't want to.
That's room 7.
All right.
So that's where you guys are.
Yep, we're going to go from right to left, from east to west, back to the other corner,
Okay, so
investigating the rooms alternately top and bottom.
You're doing this.
Yes. exactly that. That's what we're going to do.
No.
We'll go in.
You chose the option that will have me moving about the page most.
All right, we'll go from
So
one.
You can either go on the top or you could go on the bottom.
We'll go along the bottom and then go back
This is-
along the top.
I go to the room that has
But
a
look at
one.
Viewers, that's the pattern.
Look at how well she described what it was we were going to do. But no, we're just going to go from right to left along the bottom of the corridor and then turn around and go along the top.
Is there a door labeled 1?
Yeah, there was.
Like, is there just a 1 label on a door somewhere? Because that's the one I want to start with.
We'll go.
Let me see. I mean, yeah, you've actually been there already.
Yeah, it was all.
Then I go to door number 2.
No, we've been
Okay.
there already.
You go to door number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world of being a DM.
You didn't have to make all these rooms. You could have had like 2 or 3 rooms.
That would have been realistic.
Yeah.
Yes, large keeps in major cities usually only have a couple of rooms.
Exactly.
What was I thinking? Trying to be a fantasy author here. Multiple rooms in a keep.
All of which have something or nothing in them that you must have
I
written
also
up ahead
love
of time so
the
that.
chaos just gets like, it's your fault. You're doing it, DM. Okay, so room number 2. Room number 2, for the record, is that one. The one that I made just a little.
But that's not where we are.
Okay, there, now it's an X.
That's room 2.
That's the room I walk to.
Okay, so Nines goes down to that room.
We'll follow.
Ulsath goes
No.
to this room.
We'll just go all together.
Follow 9.
Crisscrossing along the path.
Is that
right.
room number 1 below it?
I go to a
that's
different
room
building.
We'll do room 1 later.
You already did room 1.
Room one is the bottom
That's
right.
right. Okay, room 2. We're gonna go up along this.
I got a 16 on room 2.
Guidance.
Okay.
I got a 19 on room 2.
This is
For all intents and purposes, I'm guidancing every investigation.
You're just like slapping everyone.
Yeah,
Guidance,
just
guidance.
slapping all of you around.
all right. So, room 2. In this room, there's a very ornate rug that covers most of the floor. And although it's largely tatters at this point, you can tell that the design would have been quite beautiful.
Are there any
Which was
good
made.
fragments that are larger than maybe about 5 inches by 5 inches?
Yeah.
Okay,
You could probably cut out like maybe a square foot as the largest piece.
yeah, I take that.
Okay.
Olsef just comes up to the floor, just starts cutting it all up.
Yep. Rug. I have a beautiful rug fragment now.
You have a carpet square.
Yes.
There is a low padded mat that covers a corner in the room. You can tell that if you tried to move that, it would probably fall apart. But it seems to be in a remarkably good state, considering everything else.
The pad.
There's a padded mat in the corner.
I push it over.
Well, it's on the ground. What you're looking at is essentially a tatami mat.
Okay.
Look under it.
I look under it.
As you attempt to lift it, it starts crumbling into little bits.
I keep lifting it.
It falls further into bits.
I start playing with the bits.
Okay. You're playing with the bits of this particular equivalent of like a tatami mat.
Do I find anything interesting?
No.
Did you have fun?
Yes. I had a ball.
Check the next. Let's check room 3 now.
Was there anything else in this room?
No. Nothing else.
What if we go all the way up to room 11? And then we'll go back to room 3.
Sure.
Go
Room
up to
11.
2. No.
Room 3.
3. We're going to go in sequential order.
Entering room 3. It takes a second or two. But the room is disgusting. It smells utterly foul.
No, even worse than the other one.
And it doesn't take you long to figure out why. There's an animal. Apparently a recently deceased animal. Looks like it was a monkey. And the odor of its rotting body is just absolutely overwhelming you.
Is there anything else in the room other than a mutilated dead monkey? Mutilated monkey meat?
Do you want to make an investigation?
I will.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay. Constitution 19.
You manage to suppress the urge to vomit long enough to search the room.
Great.
You find a little store of rotting prunes.
Nice.
Sorry, I
And-
poked the monkey with a stick.
Then some furniture sitting here.
Nothing
It
else.
looks like perhaps this monkey had a little hideaway in here
Gotcha.
and
Alright.
then passed away.
Well, unless you want to give this little animal a proper burial.
No.
All right.
Room 4.
Room 4.
Heading further down the corridor.
Close the door.
This door, like one previous to it, can only be opened about an inch or so. And you see similar mounds of debris behind it. All rotting and covered with mildew, mold, slime.
Monkey pieces.
Muck.
Yeah,
Scum.
boo.
Is there detritus?
Yeah, well, you kept doing the line.
I know.
Oh, there's a lot of detritus. There's so much detritus.
I just move on to the next
There's even
room.
some detritus in there too.
I want to peek in quick and just see if there's anything that looks valuable.
In room 4,
Yeah.
you
Doesn't look.
you kind of like put your eye up to the door as best you can because you can only get it open about an inch, and it doesn't seem like there's anything valuable in there.
Push the door.
That's also shove door open.
We have to check everything out.
Do I get guidance
Thoroughly.
on my strength check or not?
No.
If it's athletic, yes, guided.
Why are you taking all of my good rolls?
I don't know. If we ever get into trouble, I'm going to be rolling 2s and 3s. You know that.
Yeah.
I do know that.
Oh yeah, you're so screwed later.
I know. 29.
What?
I had 19 plus 3 plus 6. Oh. 28. 28.
That's still.
I'm just flabbergasted at the number.
Don't.
You're blowing a wow.
Yeah,
You're
I'm-
so screwed later.
Yeah, really just, I'm not going to be able to hit anything.
No.
Not
you're
going to create any damage.
No,
Not
there's-
even be able to distract the enemy by my ineptitude. Nothing.
You know how many times early on there was kind of the running joke of bandits hitting walls with things because they were so bad at using weapons?
Yeah, I'm not even be able to hit the wall.
No, the wall's gonna hit you.
Anyway,
In this room, there's only a crumbling bed and a dresser in here, and you're very sure of that at this point. And what?
you said there were piles of detritus.
In the other room? You go into the next room.
No, you
Yeah,
wanted me
shove
to
it.
push the door.
Oh, I'm
of the
sorry, I
Detroit-
misunderstood.
The
The
detritus
detritus
room.
Well, you push it open just like you did in the previous place. I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah,
And then a bunch of shit comes falling out again.
yeah. There you go.
Thanks.
I look inside.
It's a bunch of rotting, nasty, mold-covered crap.
How many monkeys are in there?
You don't see any monkeys.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Next room.
The one with the bed and the dresser.
Well, you know what's in there. There's nothing in there.
I go. Then I look at the next one.
Is the bed and dresser made out of that weird material?
No, not
Okay.
this. The next one. In this room, there's it's the room with the cloak. So you've been in there.
Okay,
Right.
but did we take the coat rack?
No.
I mean, you can.
I take the coat rack and I nudge Soria with it until she opens her bag of holders.
What's this? Is this like one of those just like it's a stick with not like...
Yeah, it's just like a, it's pretty typical coat rack.
Great.
You never know when you need a cloak
It's,
rack.
Do you want me to add that to my inventory?
yeah, you write that one down.
You carry your own coat
no,
rack.
it's-
Just make a note that it's in Soria's bag.
It's a metal coat rack, right?
Yeah.
But you said the other furniture in here was that material.
Yep.
Do you want to take some of this?
Yeah, so what do we want to take? Like a drawer? Are there any small drawers in the dresser?
Yeah, there's some small drawers.
Okay, I take one of the small drawers.
Write it down.
You're just gonna have a bag of
Trash.
trash.
Yep.
Picturing someone
everybody-
basically taking like an IKEA bed frame and like
You know, in any adventure game, as you go through, if you can pick it up, you take it.
oh, I know.
There's way too much to pick up. I go to the next room
Perfect.
and look inside.
When this court rat saves your life in 30 sessions, you're going to be thanking me.
Yeah.
Or you're
But
going to be asking, where the hell did we get a coat rack?
I'm like-
Why is it in my bag of holders?
inside the mouth of a giant dragon, and I pull out a coat rack and do like the wedge thing to like
It could happen.
in between the jaws,
And then it just goes like,
and I'm dead.
because it's just a coat rack to a dragon.
But it's a metal coat rack, so it
know.
might stab it in the brain.
You could.
Yeah, sure.
That's what happened. Thank you for saving us with the coat rack. It was very foresightful of you to collect that.
You're gonna see Nines inside the mouth with you, and he's gonna be like, give me, and you'll be like, what? And then he'll just look at you and go, and take his cloak, wrap it around himself, and then from outside you'll see the dragon go. As Nines then claws his way out from behind an eyeball, he's like, "Wind and brain."
I'm pretty sure Dimension Door can't do that.
Don't tell him that. 500 is greater than 300.
Hey, it says if I teleport into the space of another creature, we both take damage.
And, yeah,
And
you would both take a lot of damage.
yeah, and taking damage to the brain is pretty bad for you.
What's in the room?
In the room,
This is up at the very north end of this corridor, right?
this one is...
You're not going to let us zigzag along the hall, are you?
Nope.
This one
We're just
is
going by number.
the corner room.
Fancy.
This is going to be good. It is in the corner.
Yeah.
It is that room.
And there's 2 dead monkeys in it.
And
No, but it
and a
does look like an
capybara.
animal has taken up residence here. There is a nest.
Is it a capybara?
There's not the animal here, but the furniture here has been chewed on, largely mangled, and there's a fairly large nest that's been constructed in the corner of the room.
Sorry, what kind of nest is that?
I look for capybara eggs.
They don't have eggs.
You don't know what a capybara is, and they don't have eggs.
So that's why you're looking for them.
Yeah, exactly.
The mythical capybara, and it's
And it's
eggs.
eggs.
Capybara omelets.
Can I deduce with my great knowledge of nature what sort of animal this is? Like, the teeth marks look like they're rodent teeth.
Yeah, I mean this looks like a mammal of some sort.
It's like a mammal of some sort. I mean, this isn't. This is a nest.
That narrows it down
It doesn't.
substantially.
It does not look like any nest that an egg-laying creature would make.
Definitely no eggs in here, though.
No eggs.
What's the one on your back?
Well, that one is not in the nest.
Well, let's make changelings egg-bearing creatures.
Just this one.
That was very good. I laugh.
Very
So
ironic.
that's what you find here.
I laugh heartily.
All right. And there's when I was inspecting the nest, it's not. Does it have any like trinkets that something might have put in there?
Yeah, there's actually a couple of like spearheads
Okay.
and arrowheads in there.
Doesn't seem safe to sit on. But...
They're off to the side
Okay.
and like kind of I found shiny things pile. Yeah. And there's other like bits of tools and weapons that have been kind of gathered up. Any handle or shaft that would have remained has long since been chewed.
All right. I think that's it.
This next room.
All right. You go first.
Why?
Just go ahead. I have some business to take care of here.
I go to the next room.
I put the coat rack in this room and close the door.
We're going down these rooms first.
Yes.
And that is the room you are currently looking at.
I drop the coat rack off in this room and leave.
Which room are you dropping the cover?
The animal nest room.
Okay, so the room that you're in as they're investigating.
Can I do a challenge perception?
Since you can't see it,
I
nor
have fancy cat ears.
okay.
Go ahead.
Since you want to do this, if you're trying to be deceitful, make an agility check.
What's an agility?
A dexterity, excuse
Like
me.
a sleight of hand?
Yeah, make a dexterity check, and just see how softly you can place this.
10.
Okay. Now, make a deception check.
14.
All right. Now, make an insight check. 9s.
Dirty 20.
Okay, you think that she's probably lying, so make a perception check to listen for.
That's gonna be an 11.
That's better than a 10.
You hear the scraping of some metal on, like, this sort of stone-like floor. Very gentle, but you do hear it.
Also, if it's only Soria's dragging my Koltrak on the floor.
I would not know. Maybe you should go check.
I go check.
You see Soria removing the cover from the bag and setting it
I'm
down.
just polishing it.
Liar! Put it back in the bag.
I put it back.
That was more exciting than most combat. Wow.
You know, a lot of the time, a pretty fair criticism gets lobbed at Dungeons and Dragons, that there's a lot of things that you have to roll for that could just be sort of part of storytelling. But then, conversely, a counterpoint to that very fair argument is that you wind up with situations like this, where you have a series of asinine rolls that comes out in a really hilarious manner.
Fine.
While you two are arguing about the coat rack, I explored the next room.
In this
I can't
room,
trust Soria with Koltrak. How can I trust her with life?
in this room, Ulseth finds that it's slightly smaller than the others so far. The usual bed and dresser are in a pretty typical decrepit state, but the walls have the symbol of Rosati unification hanging on 2 banners.
Oh, are the banners in decent shape?
And considering the probable age, yes.
Zoria, you may be interested in what is hanging on these walls.
Do I have to put it in my bag?
Only if you want to keep them.
Okay, what is it?
Well, look.
You see 2 banners that have fairly common symbols. It's the symbol of Rosati unification, which is
Yeah.
the circle surrounded by circles.
Yeah.
Are these things that you find interesting?
I mean, yeah, but like, we have these all over.
Oh, well, in that case, never mind. I do not mind.
Well, why don't we look underneath them?
Oh, look behind them. I look behind them.
You see bare walls.
More
Roll
bear
for
balls.
initiative. There's a bear ambush, a bear trap, if you will.
Again.
God forbid I ever put an adjective in this game. That's what happens every time with every session I've ever DM'd.
Can I check the next room then?
Yeah, you can. Sure.
Guidance.
Again, a
Dirty 20.
the room is, a little on the smaller side, and it's slightly cramped in here because there is a bookcase filled with books, in addition to the usual accommodations of a bed and a dresser. Although the books are mostly ruined, there are a few that seem to have readable text on them. And although they are written in languages that none of you had ever seen outside of this, they do bear a resemblance to Sulami.
I will take the readable ones.
Okay.
Are you going to put them in your bag with the coat rack?
Yep. Why don't we check and see if there's a secret door behind the bookshelf, like in that one place with the captain in Krebstadt?
Maybe the captain would
Remember
like to
there
make
was the
bookcase.
passage, the
You
escape
are a
passage
captain who must not be named.
behind the bookshelf.
Yes,
that's right, he's
I've
here.
been here and been very quiet.
Yes, you have. Could you move this bookshelf to see if there is a passageway or a secret door?
Oh, of course.
Maybe you should help him, Ulseth. And we're all just watching, just slap-jawed.
No secret passage.
I look to see if there's a secret passage.
Sure, it might be illusionary. You just walk into it.
It would be incredibly impressive for there to be a secret passage here, because the secret passage would lead into the hallway.
Oh, is it
That
on
would be
that
very
side?
It's on
I thought it was on the other side.
I didn't expect to really have
That
to
could be
just-
very handy in case your door were locked and you didn't have an expert lockpicker.
Yeah, maybe there's an illusionary passageway you can walk through.
Okay, I try to walk through the illusionary passageway.
All right, you pull the bookcase back even further.
It's a noisy bookcase.
And then you walk into a wall. There's not.
It is a wall.
You're in the wall now.
I am in a wall.
Wow.
Can I get out of the wall?
Sure.
Okay, I extract myself from the wall.
The assassin spy watching us right now is just like, they pay me how much to kill these people?
I'll check the next room.
Coromon said they were really smart. Are you sure?
We might not have the right one, people.
These the right guys? I don't know. They fit the description. Next room.
It's all camouflage.
And now, that was the last room in this row.
Uh-huh.
So you are going to the other side of the hallway now.
What, are there 4 rooms on that side?
Mm-hmm.
Which means we can all
Starting
check one.
at the westernmost.
Make the captain.
Or sorry, easternmost.
Make the captain do one.
We'll do eastern.
Or, well, whatever number it is. We already did one.
This corner room has several windows, making it quite bright inside compared to all the others which had no windows. They were interior rooms. The furniture seems to be a bit higher quality in here, and it has not rotted through nearly as much.
Is there a nicer coat rack?
No. There are even some fairly nice looking sheets, a bit moth-eaten, still on the bed.
I look out the windows. What do I see?
Ominous figure.
When you look at the windows,
Just a
you
Milo
see,
going.
It was an.
you see a small courtyard. And pretty immediately, the other walls of the keep. But there's a little grassy spot and some trees here.
Are there any windows in the other walls? Can I see anything inside those rooms?
I think it was the wall.
It's just the wall
the
of the
defensive
keep, like
wall.
the defensive
of the
wall.
keep.
Oh,
Yeah.
not walls of.
Was there anything of value in here that we could see?
No, it's a nice room with nice furniture. The place that you are looking at is like it's out there. In this area. Let me get there.
We see lots and lots of squiggles
Yeah.
and an X hidden amongst them.
So that's where you guys are seeing.
Okay.
18.
18. Next room.
Who's doing
Captain,
this?
go inspect the room for us.
Captain, yeah, check the last rooms. Captain. We'll come with you, though. But can you describe them to us in your voice?
Do you want me to have the captain explore these rooms?
Yes.
Okay.
And
He's not pulling his weight around.
we'll
here.
be with him, but have him just narrate it to us.
All right. The captain enters the room. Well, there are a few windows in the far wall here, much like the other room we were just in. Not nearly as much light in here. There seems to be some sort of curtains or drapes covering them. And, well, again, the furniture is fairly nice. It's actually a small round table here in the center of the room, which you can't see because you're standing outside. But yes, everything looks to be fairly in order. No sheets on this bed, though. No bed, just the frame remains.
What is the table made of?
It looks like a nice wood. Well treated and well lacquered. Must be why it's holding up so well.
Ah, check under it, please.
Oh, very well. Nothing under here, save for some dust bunnies.
Well, not gum.
Oh my, yes. There's a great deal of gum under here. This society certainly does have an affinity for gum. Unfortunately, I'm full up at the moment. He's still chewing. Would any of you like some gum?
No, but bring out
No.
the dust bunnies. I will put them with the others that I am carrying.
It smells quite pleasant. Here are the dust bunnies, and he comes out with a pile of dust that's shaped into the shape of a small rabbit.
You have to acclimate bunnies to each other's presence. You can't just throw them together.
Okay, I will do that very carefully.
All right. What about the next room, Captain?
Well, going one more room down, excuse me, as he shuffles by you all. Oh, well, in this room,
We'll walk down to the door. And
No, please stay outside so I can appropriately describe it to you. That's what you asked me to do. Well, this room is almost identical to the room previous. There's a nice banner in here. Like those others two in the other room. Is that the symbol of Versati unification?
yeah.
Yep, there's a banner on the wall again.
Anything behind it?
No, just the wall.
All right.
Do you need me to check under any of the furniture in here?
No, check everything.
Well, let's see. The bed is no mattress, so no sheets either. Well, here, let me check inside the dresser. It says here. Oh, good lord, that's terrifying.
What did you find?
It's a drawer filled with gum.
Like,
Free to what?
Old or new?
Bit of both, I think.
Get all the new ones.
All right. Yeah, they're wrapped in some sort of little paper. Looks like. Not much else in here, unfortunately. That seems to be all that this room contains.
Was there one more room?
Oh yes, there is one more room. Excuse me. I'm gonna just talk about
You have
this.
to be gonna be extra loud. You're getting pretty far away now.
Okay. Well, much like the other room that was down there in the corner, you remember the one that's quite bright.
Yeah.
This too has some nice furniture in it.
Good.
Oh wow, there's even a couch in this one. Must be the fanciest room in here. There's even a small entertaining area. I think this would have once been a bar. It looks like some sort of well that you could have poured the drinks down after you're finished. Yes, this is a very fancy room.
Are there any coins on the couch?
As you hear like a gentle noise from the inside. I'm sorry, what?
Were there any coins in the couch?
Oh, well, let me look. You hear the ruffling of the couch. No coins.
Was there anything in a bottle?
Oh, no, there's nothing to drink in here. Nothing at all.
Nothing magical, poisonous?
Definitely not poisonous. Nope. Nothing poisonous at all. That's not what's in here.
Well, Seth, can you
What a boring
go
room.
check on Captain?
I go down and
you
look in the
close
door to check on
Close the
Captain.
door behind him. Oh, that's all for this place. Let's, I believe there was some room back at the center.
You're stumbling a little.
I'm not drunk.
I've never said that.
Just wanted to be clear. As he sways a little bit.
I look inside the room.
Captain, are you back on Ocean?
There's quite a bit of liquor in there.
I'll put it in my bag.
Okay.
How many bottles?
15.
How many empty bottles are in there?
One now.
The whole bottle?
Well, you don't know if it was partially filled, full, what? You know.
Zoria.
Yeah.
How long does it take these bunnies to acclimate to each other? I would like to put this one in the firkin with the others.
10 more hours.
Okay. They seem to be getting along quite well.
Yeah, but, bunnies can actually be quite vicious and kill each other.
Oh, I will be very careful then. I do not wish to lose my bunnies.
You said there's one more room?
Well, yes, if you remember,
I do not.
which you don't.
I'm having memory
There
issues
is
right
one more room
Oh, big one in the middle.
that you had not gone into. Down there.
We'll go into it.
now. Do we have to walk all the way around?
I mean, yeah.
Also, break it down this door, or break down this wall.
I just pick you up. I pick you up and carry you around to the bottom, the southern part, to look in the room where we hadn't been before.
All right, I pet the dust bunny.
Be careful with it.
They're very vicious.
No, they're very fragile.
I think
well,
it's
who to
okay.
listen to?
I think it's okay to put them in now.
Is it
Yeah.
10 hours already?
Yep.
Wow, it took us a long time to get around this
It was
corner.
in bunny hours.
Oh, bunny hours are shorter.
Yeah.
Okay. I put that dust bunny in with the other bunnies in my firkin.
All right.
Didn't you have more of that alcohol?
Make a
Nope, I have it
handle
all.
animal check.
A what?
Animal handling.
My dust bunny?
Yeah.
10.
Okay. When you enter this room,
Wait.
I don't know what's happening in that firkin.
when you enter this room, you see some tables and a raised stage.
Ah,
the
Nines,
far
you may
side.
put on a show for us in here again.
And this room, it's clearly some sort of dining hall. There's a lot of tables with chairs around it. Like I said, it's a small raised stage over in the far back left. Doesn't seem to be of any particular importance other than that there are
This may be
skylights
one of
above
these,
you.
maybe one of those places where you have a show while you are eating.
Yeah. What? What places?
One of these places like this.
Like when Nines plays at the Blackwell Bar while people eat.
Yes, like that.
Okay.
They'll say, pay me to rotate the amount of customers they have in there.
Yeah. Which direction do you rotate them?
Well, the ones that are there, they want to leave sooner.
Ah, so you put them clockwise. You make them clockwise so that they go faster.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Time is money.
I searched this room carefully, including looking for a trapdoor in the stage, because you never know.
There's not really anything there.
I guess we
I mean,
should.
there's a lot of gum under the tables.
Let's go check the next building.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
On we go.
Ah.
Get away from the gum.
Now, there are a couple options, because there are two more buildings that you haven't been in. Which of those two buildings do you want?
There were 21 rooms in that little building.
go with the bigger
This is
one.
going to take like 3 more episodes.
Which one did you want to go in?
Big one.
That one, the bottom left, or the
They might both be about the same volume.
when you break it down?
Yeah, floor is square.
Top or bottom? Up north or south?
To describe these buildings a little bit more, this one that you had entered into was a fairly short, mostly square building. There is a covered walkway here between those two buildings. The building that it connects to, talking about this one, that's in the northwest corner and then some, is long and 2 stories tall.
We could be here for the better part of 6 episodes, but let us go
This-
into that building.
Is a pyramid.
It's a pyramid.
It is obsidian black, and it does have doorways. You can see the stairs leading into it there and there. But it is an obsidian black pyramidal structure.
And the other one's made out of what, bricks or the same building
It's the
material.
same sort of material that the rest of the city. This sort of almost alabaster white kind of substance.
I'm sort of picturing it halfway between marble and quartz.
Yeah, it's about what it is. As smooth as polished marble, but approaching that sort of lightness of quartz. And like I said, this one in the northwest area, that's 2 stories tall. The pyramid is quite a bit taller than that.
Let's check the regular building and save the big ominous pyramid for last.
What makes you think it's ominous?
It's obsidian. The most ominous of volcanic rocks.
Yeah, but there's also pyramids, and pyramids like cats.
Pyramids are like cats?
No, they like cats.
Oh,
like,
I
the
see.
building itself is good for cats.
Well, that one seems...
How is that?
It's just how things work.
The pyramid seems like it probably has, like, the most important stuff in it. So let's check out the less important stuff first to make sure we get all the healing potions before the big boss.
What?
Don't worry, Captain, you're just drunk.
Yeah,
We will make you go first.
No, I'm not.
Do you need to sit down in my bag for a while?
No, I'm fine. I'm good.
Don't vomit on my coach rack.
I would never dream of doing such a thing.
Let's go into that next building.
Captain, what's your darkest secret?
My darkest secret is that I don't really much care for crab.
Wow.
Write that down.
I've been writing all of his secrets now.
What's his best secret so far?
Probably...
That his real name is Felinius Theodor Wilhelmten Axtur.
No, that's not his best secret. His best secret so far, I have them underlined. His favorite pasta is bucatini.
He
Is
was
that really a secret?
not anymore.
Everything with the captain is a secret.
You really a captain?
Yes, I have a ship, I have a crew, they address me as captain. That's really all you need.
Do you have little epaulets on your uniform?
No, they're tawdry and tacky. I never dream of having something so gauche on my uniform.
Are you sure you're not secretly like Admiral?
No, to be an admiral,
You would have to have little epaulets on your shoulders, and that would be gauche.
one does not need the little epaulets to be an admiral, but you do need more than 2 ships. You need at least 6, in my opinion. Others say that 3 or more shall do, but alas, I only have 2 ships for the moment.
So you are a 2-ship captain and not a 5-ship captain.
Well, I am the captain of the Zephyr. I have another captain who sees after my other vessel.
So you are only a 1-ship captain.
Yes, that is correct. Although the other captain now follows my command.
So how would you accumulate enough ships to become an admiral if you keep giving away your ships to other captains?
Well, that ship is still in my possession. I still own it, but I leave many of its day-to-day operations up to its captain.
Do you have a piece of paper that says you own it?
Why would I need a piece of paper that says I own it? I'm a
The
pirate.
captain can just take it. The other one.
A little
Next
piece
time
of
you
paper
get a
that
piece
says
of
you
paper.
own something is not always enough to prove that you actually own it.
I'm gonna walk into the building.
All right, which entrance? There are several.
The bottom right one.
This one here?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
We don't want to take that path from the building we're just in.
No, because we went out the front.
Yeah, you guys were in that room.
And then we went down and out.
I thought Nines was the only one who was down and out.
So you wish to go here?
I'm not down yet.
Yes.
Okay. Then a revealing I shall go.
Hopefully this only has 54 rooms on each floor.
Yes.
Just let's bring up a random number generator to find out which ones we explore first.
Let us see how many rooms there will be. There will be 50. Ah, you were very close. 56 rooms.
Oh, wow.
No, there's going to be 98 rooms.
Oh, you're counting both floors.
Yeah. You're
Oh,
counting.
each floor. Because it just mimics.
It's full of mimics.
85.
85 mimics?
Okay. When you enter that door, see a hallway down to your left, and then one almost directly in front of you. It continues further into the building.
All right.
Open the door.
We'll check that first door on the right.
Okay.
Do you want to go start checking doors and I'll cast Detect Magic again? Or do you want to explore everything first? Let's just explore it all.
Let's explore it all, and then you can run through the halls after you cast your detect magic.
Just detecting magic every which way.
Because there's a non-zero chance there are, like, panthers in here.
We'll just make friends with panthers like last time.
Yes, that worked very well. You still have fish, correct?
Not as much.
This
anymore.
room is a sort of rectangular room, not quite a square, that runs from one end of the building to the other.
You have found a large room.
That's convenient.
There are 2 sets of stairs on the far wall.
That's less convenient.
These here are the stairs.
Did they both go up or down, or is one of each?
They both go up. Let me see. Lost my spot. There it is. There are hundreds of small single beds in rows, lining the walls, the center of the room. Pretty tightly packed in here. And that's really all you see. You see
like a hospital.
the room has stairs on the far end wall and a whole bunch of single beds.
Do you want to climb the stairs while we are still not exhausted?
Why don't? No, let's check this floor.
Do we want to search under all the mattresses?
No.
Oh, please.
Please, no.
Captain, you start checking under these mattresses while we explore other places.
Just don't fall asleep.
No, why would I fall asleep?
Because you're pretty drunk.
I'm not drunk. I keep telling you that.
Well, then you search all of these
Let's
mattresses.
just have him come with us.
No, he will search the mattresses while we go on. That was a brilliant idea. I concur completely.
Then I shall begin the search.
What if we get attacked by, like, jaguars?
You think he would be of any use to us in his current condition?
Probably as a distraction.
I'm very useful all the time. Name something small, I'll shoot it. Prove what I'm worth. Yeah.
Also, Dust Bunny.
No!
The dust bunnies in the
Nine's
fur
not
coat.
nearly small enough to shoot
Nine's
at.
his hat.
Shoot my hat, I will initiate PvP.
Nine's his
Let's
earring.
Let's go down the hall. Captain. you
Yes?
are a captain who must not be named.
Yes?
I know that you like that.
Yes.
Listen very carefully, for we will shout out in a very loud voice if we need your assistance down the hall.
Very well. I shall... What was it you wanted me to do? Search the mattresses?
Yes, search under all of the mattresses and beds.
Excellent. I shall search under all the mattresses and beds. He lays down on the floor and is like looking across the whole place, and then sort of like
Wiggle.
wiggles down.
We don't need to see this. Let us go on.
No, I'm enthralled.
He's kind of wiggling down one of the little aisleways between the beds, just looking underneath each bed. Nothing. Gum. Gum.
No, we're letting him do this so we can move on.
This is a lot more interesting than.
All right,
Scary
good job,
building.
Captain. Why don't you come with us now?
Are you sure? I haven't finished. I've only made it down 3 beds.
Yeah, I'm good.
Picks himself up. I'm good. I'm good.
All right,
All right.
let's go down the hall.
Very good. So you head further down the hall then?
Yep.
Okay.
We're not bantering to keep the audience engaged.
Right.
Yeah.
How much do you think he drank?
A bottle.
A bottle of, I
What
think,
does the alcohol content say on
was
the
it-
bottle?
I'll pull out one of the bottles.
was it OD ethanol?
Eau de ethanol. Mm-hmm. It's not eau de ethanol, it's chateau de ethanol.
You want
Oh, the
cultured-
ethanol. So it would be
Booze smell.
It would just be-
Also, if only misheard it.
I mean, I guess you could just say eau de ethanol is
Oh, the ethanol is a
rubbing
song.
alcohol mixed with a little
It's-
oil.
I see. It's what you put on when you want people to think that you've been drinking when you hadn't been.
Ah, yes. It's
there-
very convenient for
Is there
deceiving people.
any writing on these liquor bottles? That...
Do we see?
No, they're as far as you can tell, you think they might actually be crystal bottles.
Wow. Fancy.
they don't
they
have
are.
those weird square number things on there.
Nope.
Those are fancy.
Yeah.
So fancy you don't know how much.
Have we made it to the next room yet? I know we're moving very slowly, but still.
You asked a question, so
Yeah.
want to make sure the answer is given.
Ooh, we can put the Chateau
You
d'Ethanol
find
in there
down
and
that
sell
hall
it.
for a series of 4 doors.
All right, let's just check on right to left.
Okay.
More stairs.
This is like a nightmare for you.
This room,
This is worse than
like
adventure.
the one that you had previously been in, is also lined with row after row of single beds, a little trunk in front of each one, and stairs in the far wall that'll go up.
Oh no, there
there's
are
a
trunks.
trunk?
We didn't.
I realize I had not mentioned the trunk
Oh,
in front
boy.
of each bed in the
Oh,
previous
no.
room, but all of these have a small trunk in front of each.
Well, better go back.
Wait. Detect magic can see over through a foot of, or 3 feet of wood. I can just detect magic and see if there's anything magic in any of these chests.
Well, I open up one of the chests.
Okay. Inside, you find some linens.
I crawl into the box.
All right, you're. The box is, well, the box is about the size of our map frame here.
if he fits,
so
he sits.
And I definitely fits.
So you kind of get yourself really tight, and now you're inside the box.
I close the lid.
Partially.
Yeah,
I can see like my eyes popping out.
it doesn't quite close
so
on you, but you can still see out.
I'm
So-
just watching Olsef then.
I open the trunk next to it.
Okay, it has some linens in it.
Do the stairs go up or down?
Up. All the stairs have gone up.
How are your dust bunnies doing?
My dust bunnies are fine.
Okay. Let's
Okay, let's
go down and check the rest of the hallway.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm so comfy.
Isn't there's a door on the other side of the hall there to the south, right?
No, I think that's like an internal wall that we're just seeing a little bit of.
Okay, well we look in that room.
Yeah, this area here, I'm just going to reveal that little bit so you can see. It's just you're seeing a little bit of an interior wall there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it's magic.
I'm gonna fix that real quick.
Well, we're going to explore that room to the west that looks just like the room to the east.
Yeah. Now we're back.
Are you still in the trunk?
Yes.
Okay.
Are we dragging you?
No.
So you're exploring
I'm keeping an eye on this room
This
while you
room now?
explore.
this one here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a terrible X.
Oh, it's a terrible accent.
Is
Almost an A.
I would say that was like a 1.2 out of 10 X.
is drunk captain also hiding in a linen box with me?
Not in the same one.
Not the same one, obviously.
No, he's going along.
Well, I'm still in the box,
Okay.
so if something important happens, they'll get me.
You find another room with many beds, many trunks, and stairs along the far wall that go up.
All right, let's check the middle room.
The middle room.
Yep.
Okay. In the middle room,
Looks like there's a big opening up from the south.
Did you find anything yet?
No,
Yeah,
no.
some really cool stuff.
I don't believe you. Insight check. Nat 20.
You don't believe me?
I get
Y'all are
nat
gonna-
20 on that one.
y'all are
Yeah.
gonna roll like shit when it really matters
Oh
later.
yeah, we're so dead.
I haven't been rolling well this whole time. Until now. That's
When
my
it
only good roll.
counted.
Yes, when it counted. To find out if Sori is lying to me.
Yeah.
I'm always lying.
You could
to
have disturbed your box, your trunk staying.
When do I get advantage on it? Because she's always lying to me.
I'll never tell.
I think you just need to start throwing in
There
some
you go.
truth bombs.
You have a room filled with many tables, and there's another small room over here.
Well, we'll look in there quick.
You want to go in there?
Yeah. I think this is like the cafeteria at the school.
This room, to give you the full description, there are rows upon rows of tables, all neatly arranged, and they actually seem to be part of the structure. The chairs here are in better condition than most that you've seen throughout the city, at least, and they like to be made of that same sort of plasticky material. They show signs of a great deal of use, but they've handled it pretty well. And after taking a moment to examine the space, you come to the conclusion that this must be a large gathering area for the keep. It could have been used for meals, meetings, presentations, briefings, or debriefings. And there's a small stage toward the back. So that's what you find in this room.
Let's examine the stage.
Stage?
Trapdoors.
No, it's just
like
sort of a
you're,
raised
like-
step.
Well, I found
You,
some.
you have to check behind every waterfall for passageway too, right?
Yeah. And bookcases. I look under the tables, ignoring gum. Do I find anything else?
Gum?
I ignore the
It's
gum.
impossible to ignore.
Gum was a big part of this society.
Why?
Because we.
It's your society.
No, it's not. This was the splinters.
So where is the stage? Is that where that room was on the upper left? Or
It's
is that a
near
room?
that room, but it is not that room.
Well, let's go in the room.
I bet that's a kitchen.
Or it's a gum storage.
When you enter, there you can tell that this is indeed a kitchen. But there's also a small room that seems to be an office of some sort off to the side.
Quickly scan through the kitchen and head to the office.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Guidance. 11.
Find anything in the kitchen, at least anything that you wouldn't expect. There's some knives and other bits of cutlery.
Okay, I check out the office.
When you open the door, this looks like a small space, not dissimilar to other sort of office areas you've seen in your adventures through the city. There's a huge pile of papers, on either side of a desk that's in here, and many cabinets.
Okay, I laboriously but very carefully look through all of the cabinets to see if there's anything useful or interesting.
Make an investigation check.
You want to guide me? Thank you. Oh my, luck has run out. 9.
Yes.
Yes.
You look through, you're not sure what to make of this mess, but there's a lot of really important looking papers in here. This, whatever this office was used for, seems to have been something that's very organization centric. There's a lot being tracked.
Zoria, I cannot tell what all of these papers are. Some of them look like they may be important. Perhaps you should look at them and see.
I'll take a look.
Okay. The papers, the bits and pieces that you can sort of translate. You get something about, like, today it would mean maybe palace, or like leader area, kind of. You get some of that from there. There's also a couple of descriptions that seem to be about like crop yields. It would be something akin to reading like growth, you know.
I think these are military reports about supplies and guard patrols and duties.
Oh, perhaps then you may not find them of much interest. I was not sure. Do you want to try your detect magic now, or do you want to go upstairs first?
Well, we've explored the first floor, so I'll cast detect magic ritually, so 10 minutes. And then I'll scan all this floor really quick, and then we'll head up.
Okay.
All right.
I will go tell Nines that we are going upstairs. I'm sure he will be very excited. Stairs. I go tell Nines. Nines! Zoria
Yes.
is looking for magic. You who are captain who must not be named. Go up the stairs. Nines. Nines.
What?
We are going upstairs now.
No!
All right, let's go.
Captain, carry me! I crawl into the captain. Onward, steed! To the
He
stairs!
sort of slumps down. All right. One knee in front of the other. Right. Right. Right.
How long is my ritual cast take?
Tell me it's done.
Okay. I just go do a quick
There's magic.
in here.
Yep.
Where?
In the desk.
I open the desk.
You don't see anything in the drawers.
The desk itself,
No. Something in the desk.
but not in the drawers.
Not in the drawers, no.
Can I isolate where in the desk?
It seems to be inside of a leg.
Is this a wood desk?
It looks like it might be wood, yeah.
I'm gonna search around there for like a secret compartment.
Make an investigation check with advantage.
And guidance. Well, no, I can't do guidance because I'm concentrating on detect magic. 16.
Takes you a minute or two, but you see that there's a panel that has a very finely finished seam that could be pushed in.
Well, I push it in.
Okay. When you do, this sort of spring-loaded mechanism pops out and you see a little disc in there.
Like the other discs,
Yes.
and it's giving off magic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look at the other discs we have. Are those also magic?
No.
Okay, the key card things are not, but it looks like that.
I mean, it's one of those.
Okay,
It's just also magic.
What kind of magic?
This... Clicking on the wrong thing. This one... This one would be abjuration.
Abjuration. Alright.
Yes.
I will go back through the big bedroom areas and just quickly scan through each room to see if there's anything magic pinging from all the chests. Trunks.
You don't see anything, though.
Alright. Let's head upstairs. I found a disc. I found one of those locky discs.
Oh, very nice. Perhaps it will open
But
something.
it's magical. It was hidden inside the desk.
I'm trying to go up, but the captain's really slow, and I think he fell off twice.
I just walk by you guys and head upstairs.
Zoria and I go up the stairs.
Okay.
You're looking a
Upstairs.
little bruised.
Nothing had 20. No, I'm
You're fine.
I'm fine. Apparently, wasting all these nat 20s.
You're definitely wasting them. Upstairs, you find that this floor is filled with more beds and trunks.
The whole floor.
The whole floor. It's all sleeping space.
I'll just quickly scan it all with my
No
magic.
magic.
Alright. Let's head to the pyramid. We have a magic disc.
We have to go down the stairs now.
Yeah.
Yes.
The captain's good at that
Captain, turn
part.
around.
He's halfway up the stairs.
Oh, well, that's easy. He just lays back and slides
No,
down.
no, 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 no.
And then he gets to the bottom and kind of does a little hoppa and winds up doing a kick up. Well, haven't been able to do that since I wasn't in college.
Nines, are you okay?
I don't know.
Come on, everyone, let's head out to the pyramid thing that's definitely not going to kill us all. Onward. That way. It is that way, isn't it?
You go first.
Excellent. Which door do you want to go in? The one on the north, the one on the east?
North. Because we're on the north side.
You are.
It would take so long for us to go to the other door.
It would.
And it goes into the same building. And everyone knows you only trap the eastern doors. What?
Why do you only trap the eastern doors?
Just because that's not the door we're going in. I wasn't expecting a follow-up.
Why do you trap any doors at all?
To keep people out.
Of the eastern doors.
Yeah. Everyone knows that adventurers always go in the eastern door when they have the option, so you want to keep them out by trapping it.
I feel like it should be a Twitter poll.
When you enter, you see that the inside of the pyramid is fairly similar to the outside. It is all dark black obsidian. And there is a hallway that runs the length of the outer wall.
We'll go left.
Left as we are facing the picture, or left as we are entering from the north?
We as characters are going left.
Okay.
So as we look at the picture, we'll be going right.
What picture?
The map.
You're drawing a map?
No,
Yes.
the captain drawing map.
Yeah.
Just. God,
I just drew some kitties.
So we're definitely not going to die in this pyramid, right?
Oh no.
No, the captain might.
The giant dark obsidian pyramid inside a fortress will probably be okay.
So, you Zoria.
Yeah.
Is there
find-
anything in your mythology that would explain this thing?
No.
There's better not be stairs up.
It is probably
You
a
find that
ramp
there
up.
is a passageway. If you are here.
Very nice X.
Thank you. You find there's a passageway that leads towards the center of the pyramid and then continues back down the other way. And, of course, the hallway continues down to the south, following the outer edge of the pyramid.
Shall we go to the center?
Yes, the Chewy Center.
Yes.
You don't want to
Is
check
this,
the
is
perimeter?
this a ramp or is it just a...
No, these are all just floors.
Lead ahead, Ulsa.
No, the captain will go first.
He's in the
Very
state.
well. I'm gonna go. Yep. That's what I'm doing. I'm good at it.
Yes, you are.
Maybe he should have some water.
Where are we gonna get that?
You have a cask that has water?
A limited amount of water.
For an unlimited amount of days.
Yeah.
Captain, are you thirsty?
I think I should probably have something to drink. It's been a while. I'm good.
Alright, I flip it over and I play around with the... There's
settings.
4 settings on there.
Yes.
I rolled a 2.
What's the
Trust-
second setting?
Water. Sure. There you
I guess I give him a glass of water.
Yeah.
I didn't get him more drunk.
Congratulations.
I know
Probably label these things.
That, yeah. One of them is mead. One of
Water.
them is water. One of them is salt water. And one of them is the fourth one.
Vinegar, maybe?
Didn't we decide it was vinegar?
I don't remember.
That was a long time
was-
ago. I
I thought
probably
there were
wrote
only
it
3
down.
settings.
We talked about how they could be expandable, but we don't know anyone who could do that. Also, we were poor because someone robbed us.
I do remember that. That was an outrage.
As you go further down that hallway and find that it bends back towards the outside, you do come to an entrance. And you see inside of a room. And this room has a wall on the opposite side. Standing outside, that's all you can see for the moment.
Well, let us go in.
All right.
Never check for traps.
We don't have
That's
a
a
rogue.
rogue's job.
Yeah. None of us are rogues.
No, you were a rogue in training.
No, I wasn't. I just learned how to pick locks. Like most teenagers. I assume.
You were a teenager?
No.
But you were.
I was at one point.
Did you learn to pick locks then?
Yep.
Were you good at it?
Nope. I got a lot better later.
This room seems to be some sort of supply area. There's benches and racks to, well, what you recognize would hold pieces of armor and weapons.
Any magical weapons?
No, there's nothing in them right now. It looks like this would be almost a locker room type space, so that you could suit up in whatever you are wearing.
Is this whole room made of ominous obsidian-like material?
Yes.
This is a very ominous
Does-
looking armor.
There's light emanating from the wall in some way. You're not quite sure how the room is being illuminated. On the
Does it say go wildcats everywhere?
no, on the interior wall, because there is another room inside this. You can see that there's a couple of windows that you could pass items through, and they're the only things that you can see through to the other side. And beyond them, there are many boxes and crates and racks. From the bits that you can see, they are military armaments and armor. all along the inside of this room, stored very neatly.
Are they in good condition?
Yes.
Put them in your box. Bag.
You can't get there.
Is there a door?
There is a door, yes.
Does the door have a slot?
The door does have a slot, yes.
Sorry, use your new one to open door. Maybe it's master lock.
Fine. I'll stick my new disc into the slot.
It spins up and begins whirring, but does not open the door.
Try the other two.
All right, I'll pull that one out. Try the other one.
Neither of them work either.
Okay. Can you describe it once more so I can think about wild shape options?
Do you remember the school had a small,
Yeah.
like, it's like that, slightly larger,
All right.
something the size of like a fox could fit through.
Before I turn into a squirrel, I'm gonna just try and stick my hand through it.
You can fit your hand through there.
And I'm not getting repelled magically?
Not this time, no.
Do you still have your detect magic going? Is there anything magic being detected?
Your ritual cast has since faded.
I sit down and start ritual casting for 10 minutes.
Okay, well,
This sounds like an excellent time to just sit down and have a little break. So
Hey, Captain, do jig for me.
we're gonna take a little break now, and then we'll be back in a few minutes, everybody.
We're back, everyone. When we left off, we were in a large obsidian pyramid. And Surya, outside of a locked storeroom, was casting Detect Magic again. And that's where we pick up the action. So you complete your ritual cast of Detect Magic.
Pew pew. That's the sound it makes when it finishes. You guys always wander off, so you never got to hear it.
No, that's pretty dumb, really.
Oh, my spells.
You do detect magic. You detect it on your key disc that you found.
Yeah, and all the other magic stuff we're wearing.
And all the magic stuff you're wearing. You detect a very faint, very small hint of magic that's on the other side of the wall.
Behind the pass-through gate thing. Mm-hmm. And I could stick my hand through.
Yeah, you could.
No interruptions. Okay. I will use Wild Shape and turn into one of those little monkeys we saw on the way in through the jungle.
Okay.
Like one of those little cute monkeys, and I'm gonna try and go through the pass-through.
Hey, Yosef, it's like the complete version of the last monkey we saw.
It is. This one is in much better condition.
Yes, it smells a lot better, too. What? Dance, monkey, dance! Captain, join in!
I'm good. She's doing great.
I go back towards that magical ping that I was seeing.
You scurry through the rooms and dodging in and out between very tightly stacked boxes, make your way into a further back area. It's actually through another doorway.
Open?
It is open.
Okay.
It's a doorway, not door.
Good.
And you climb up onto a desk and you see the quill on the desk is glowing.
What kind of magic?
This one is, let me pull that up. This would be conjuration.
Maybe it's a pen a quill that never runs out of ink.
That could
have
be
to study that one.
slightly useful.
I'll
I
pick
can
up.
put that in hats.
You already got my Sphinx feather.
Yes, and I can help too.
I
It's great.
pick up the quill with my little monkey paws.
Okay.
Since I'm here, I'm gonna look around
Okay.
the area for anything of value or anything with information on it.
I mean, there's a lot of armor and weapons in here.
Right.
There's a ton of it. This would seem to be perhaps the quartermaster's room, where all the supplies for arms and armaments were kept.
I'm gonna search the desk for a disc,
Okay,
an unlocking disc.
sure. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
That one got away from me.
Is it a good number?
I don't know, I didn't look. 16.
You do a very thorough job in checking through everything you see. Like a lot of the buildings you've been in, there's some fairly detailed records of what went on. You don't know why, but nothing in here seems to be decaying. Or at least decaying as rapidly as other parts of this city. So the paper feels almost new as you're rifling through it. The writing is clear, legible, not that you can understand most of it. There's nothing like a key or anything like that stored here, though.
Okay, I'm gonna go check the gate. There was like a door, right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna check the door to see if there's any sort of switch or lever on the other side. On the back side.
No, there's the door handle, and that's it.
I'm gonna try and pull it.
Are you a squirrel still?
I'm a monkey.
Or a monkey, excuse me?
Yeah.
The size of the monkey that you saw would probably have a hard...
Like, I don't know if it was one of those monkeys or one of those.
It's smaller.
It was like one of those little, like, fluffy, like...
Yeah, it's one of those small sort of monkeys.
Yeah.
And I don't think that it would have the ability to exert enough force to open the door.
I jump on top of it. Is it
Just like jumping up and down.
Is it like a lever handle?
Yeah, it's like a...
Yeah, I'll jump on top of the handle.
It gives a little bit as you jump, but not quite enough to open it.
I run over.
Give you the end of the rope.
Thank you. And I tie the rope on the handle.
Okay.
I go around and tie the rope on the inside handle.
Okay. Yeah, you open the door.
I give a little monkey thumbs up.
And now you have access to the armory.
I go in, take a box, and prop open the door so it doesn't close. Okay. And take my rope back.
I detected no more magic in here other than that pen.
No.
Right. And I drop my wild shape.
Okay.
So these are weapons and armor. So I'm wearing some sort of
Half plate?
half plate armor as part of my disguise. I look around to see if there's any armor that would be better than that here. It's like a +2 thing right now.
Is there plate mail, maybe?
Yeah.
Like full on plate mail?
Yeah, that's full on plate mail.
That would bump your armor class to 18.
No, why not? Is there any reason why I wouldn't switch my half plate armor for full plate armor?
There are some negatives to having full plate.
It's heavy armor, so swimming and stuff is extra hard, but I think half plate's medium.
Can I even wear it?
You should be able to wear it, yeah.
Is there any my size? That's a question.
Yeah.
In a changeling village?
Where we can change our shapes at will.
Yeah. There's armor of all sorts of shapes and sizes.
I don't suppose there's any, like, mithril armor about.
Yeah, any metals, any that look like unusual metal, even if they're not magical.
Any remains of dead hobbits?
No remains of dead hobbits. There's no mithril, but all of the armor seems to be made of it feels and looks like iron for the most part, or steel, but it has a sort of an orange tint to it.
It's not crab, is it?
No.
It's not the box, is it?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't look like chitin at all. It just is. It's steel that has this sort of orange tint to it, and you're not sure quite what or why.
Does it taste like orange?
No.
Glad I had to find out personally.
So it's like a little different, but not. It's not wildly different.
Well, I find a set that fits me,
Okay. Yeah, you find it.
and I'll
Find a set.
I'll equip that and leave my half plate there.
It takes you, all said and done, about 15 minutes with help to swap your armor sets over.
Thank you for helping me.
Why don't you put we'll put a set of this fancy half plate in as well,
Okay.
in my bag.
We should put more stuff in there.
Oh, I'm planning to. How many swords are there?
Hundreds. This is an armory.
What are there like supplies, like weapons and armor, but like other things?
Here, no.
Okay.
This,
It's like all weapons and armor.
well, there are some supplies, but nothing perishable. There's tents, rope,
Rope.
Yes, get some rope,
really,
Olsef.
is there any really good rope?
pittons.
Or is it just plain old ordinary rope?
I mean, it's nice rope. It's pretty good.
Okay, I'll get 100 feet of the best rope I find.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and add 100 feet
Of changeling rope.
of good rope. It doesn't look to be anything special, just well-made rope.
You never have too much rope.
Oops.
By the end of this campaign, Ulseth is going to be known as a rope fighter, and he's just a giant, like, Katamari Damacy ball of rope that rolls around and hit things.
I kind of imagine him like a Michelin Man, but instead of tires, it's just
Coils
rope.
of rope. Yeah.
I would like
like-
to. I'd like to pick up a shield because I can actually use that to increase my AC in combat. Because I don't use weapons.
Yeah, I think that'd be perfectly fine.
Alright.
There should be some sort of small shield available to you here. Like a buckler or even just a small half dome kind of shield.
Okay, great.
You guys get such great stuff in things. I get nothing.
Well, come on in and look.
Oh no, so we're gonna just roll for initiative.
I accidentally hit the initiative on our app. All right.
You just rolled an animal handling check.
I know. I've been accidentally hitting a lot of things.
How's your animal handling going?
Fine. I don't really handle animals.
The better question is, how's your animal handling going?
I don't know.
I got a +4 to that, so
Make an animal handling check.
21.
Seth?
Me?
Yeah. You've got some dust bunnies.
Good thing they're dust. 7.
Okay.
Okay. So, according to my searching, a longbow is worth 50 gold and weighs 2 pounds. I have roughly 300 pounds of extra space in my bag right now. So I'm gonna grab 150 longbows.
Okay.
You want a lot of bows, or do you want a lot of something else?
I think I'm good.
Nope, not going to get any armor and weapons.
That is my armor right now.
Rags.
Watches later,
Leather armor.
I put out a golden statue.
And then there'll be a big pile of longbows on the ground.
And sorry, we'll pick it up, put it in the bag, take it to some vendor and be like, no, didn't you read the sign? It was golden, not gold. It's all of the color and none of the value.
I've run into a problem.
Yes.
It hits stacks of 10. And they're all listed separately.
You have 15 stacks of longbows.
No, I have 10 longbows.
Why don't you just remember and we'll take care of that off stream? Since you decided to take all of the longbows that you can.
Actually, wait. I just thought of something. These all look really cool, right?
So the
Like they're sort of like weird orangish steel.
Yeah.
When I get into Iron Veil, I can pose as like some sort of arms smuggler dealer person, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm just gonna take like 5 of everything that I can fit.
Okay. You're like, wait. Shake the bag out.
And get all those bows out of there and just keep like 5 long bows, 5 suits of chainmail, 5, just a select smattering of everything.
Sure.
Whatever looks really impressive.
I mean, there's lots of armor, there's lots of weapons. You can, for the sake of simplicity, as long as it's not magical, there are at least 5 copies of anything that you can find within like just normal arms and armor.
I will take as much as I can.
All right, you can handle that item list
Later
on.
I make sure that there's no coat rack that ends up being left behind for.
There's a coat rack in here.
But it's not my coat rack. Is it?
I didn't say there's a coat rack in here.
But there is a coat rack in here.
I'll inspect the coat rack.
Doesn't look to be the same.
Is it made out of that orange steel?
No.
Does it look better than the other one?
No.
This coat rack is garbage. I knock it over.
Okay.
Someone funged your coat rack.
Okay, well, let's move along then.
All right.
Except for the captain, who's apparently not moving.
Oh, no, I'm quite spry now. Thank you.
Eat water, best drink in world, next to me.
I'm feeling excellent.
You, who are Captain Spry now,
Yes. Quite spry now. Thank you very much.
you, who are Captain Quite Spry now,
Very good.
why do not you move forward? We will follow you down these corridors.
Very good. And he steps off down the corridor.
He didn't trip over a coat rack, did he?
He tripped over his own non-existent giant clown shoes.
Yeah, unlike you, he doesn't have existent giant clown shoes.
But he's walking like he's wearing them.
Not bad, yeah. Now, the question I have, do you want to go back down the whole way we came, or down the one we haven't been all the way down yet?
Where we have not gone.
All right. And down that way I should head. And he Naruto runs down the hallway.
The arms back behind it like that. A 0.
Back in my day, we called that sonic running. Thank you very much. It lowered air resistance.
That's why you see
When-
all of the professional sprinters do it.
Running like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I run everywhere I go. I don't run, but
But if you did, that's how you would.
yes, I would. That's the optimal way of running.
I remember when I was, that would have been about 9 years old, watching the Atlanta Olympics, 1996. And the sprinter Michael Johnson broke a couple of world records that year, I
By
believe.
Naruto running.
And I mean, it was amazing. It was amazing sprinting. I think he got into this like 42-second or 41 and change. I can't remember the exact time on a 400-meter dash. It was incredible to watch. I still remember that. And he did it amazingly by Naruto running. He's just like, his arms behind him. And that was the technique that made him the best sprinter.
And then they banned it because it gave people an unfair
yeah.
advantage. That's why you never see it anymore.
It's just like those like full body suits that were developed, and they were in one Olympics. I want to say it was Beijing Olympics,
Where it like removed all air resistance.
and it was a swim suit. It was like a full body swimsuit,
okay.
and almost every single race had a new world record time. And then they banned them for the next Olympics.
Yeah, weren't they like the sharkskin suits?
Yeah.
With the little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they made people, I mean, looking at the times, like, just insanely quick. They made a substantial increase in speed for people. And they banned them. Naruto running, same thing. So
or
he
like
really
when they
runs
made
down the
the jet-powered cars and what was it?
Yeah, the turbine-powered cars
Turbine
that
cars.
ran the Indy 500.
Yeah.
Yeah, that almost won until they broke.
And then
They were
banned
like
them.
laps ahead, and then they died. And they never actually won, but they got banned too. Because just the threat of them making one that did function and long enough to complete 500 was too much.
Same as Naruto running.
Same as Naruto running.
So, what do we find at the end of the hall?
At the end of the hall,
A bunch of people were run past us.
you see that the path continues along the exterior walls.
Okay.
Oh,
And you can kind of go back the way that you came, north along the wall, or you can go westward.
well,
Down the
let's go
hall.
to the end of the hall and then
And
turn
then,
north.
yeah.
Okay.
No one said westward ho.
I'm not saying that.
No, neither.
You can say it.
Nope, no one's going to say that.
Captain!
Captain?
Yes.
Say westward ho!
Westward. Oh.
Okay, do it better this time.
No. You get one. That's it.
What if I give you copper?
No.
2 copper?
No.
3 copper?
Okay. Westward. Ho!
Well, I
Well,
can't
that-
believe you did that for 2 copper.
I did it for 4 copper.
No, I'm pretty sure you did it for 1 copper.
No, that was definitely for 5 copper.
I'm glad you did it out of the goodness of your heart, Captain.
I definitely deserve at least 4 gold for that.
No, I think you... Hey, what's that over there?
Oh, it looks like me stealing one of your buckets.
Buckets?
He meant to say pockets, but
Oh, wow, a fritter.
look, a fritter.
Oh, good, the captain has your fritter.
Well, you don't have fritter.
Well, let's see what a sleight of hand check against an opposed acrobatics check. Ooh, ooh, this is not good for you.
I got a 7.
He got more than that, quite a bit more.
I feel like you should roll at disadvantage.
Because of the drum.
He still got more than that.
Well, yeah, I rolled
Significantly
a 3.
more. It is impossible for him to get lower than an 11.
So he stole my...
He has a 10
Does he have
bonus.
Did he
for sleight of-
pickpocket that fritter?
Oh, he definitely pickpocketed the fritter.
No.
Oh, no! Let's see where this goes.
I have your fritter. What are you gonna do about it?
I had a fritter?
You never go in that pocket, do you?
I have pockets?
This fritter smells awful. How old is it?
I don't know. When was the last time
I think
we saw Dromar?
It's been at this point
like 6 months,
not quite that long.
5 years,
Oh,
2 months.
a couple months. It's been a couple months that he got.
Yeah, but it's not just
He
that
got
it's
yeeted
old,
off the trail.
but it's well preserved in poisonous spores.
Poison is famous for preserving things. Actually, it is. Not all poisons, but most preservatives. Most things that preserve things are
They're
poisonous.
poisonous, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they preserve them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'd be eaten by bacteria
So,
things.
ooh,
Why not?
that for later.
You took. Why don't you give it back?
Moving on.
5 gold.
All right.
No.
Why are you giving him 5 gold?
It makes him happy.
He won't remember it. He's drunk.
Thank you very much for the 5 gold. Now let me give you a lovely tip, my lady. And he gives the 5 gold back.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm wandering down the hall.
Did you give the fritter back?
Oh, here you go. He just drops it on the floor.
I'll put it back in your pocket for you, and then wash my hands.
Does everyone just have access to my pockets?
I do not wish to
when
get
you
into
don't
your pockets.
guard
no.
them, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't even know you had them.
You didn't even know you had the pockets.
So you didn't want any armor or like anything in there.
Wasn't anything good.
Okay.
Except for Olsep and you and the captain and doing, selling things for money.
There were some drums.
I have war drum.
I'm
I
surprised.
just haven't used it.
Yeah, you have that ancient dwarven war drum.
So do you want to know what's down the rest of the hall?
I was surprised you didn't go for a flail. That's like a cat toy of death.
Apparently not.
Yeah, let's go down
There's
the
been a
hall.
lot of like.
It's a cat toy of death.
There's been a
for you.
lot of party conversation in this.
Yeah, we're
Been
going.
a lot of character development.
No.
When you think about it, this is the Empire Strikes Back of our show so far.
What character
lots
development?
of character development and new plot
What
movement.
character development?
Let's go down the hall.
We
Princess.
discovered stuff about my pockets.
We did.
That's it.
Princess.
We discovered you have more than one pocket.
I found out I can get the captain drunk when I feel like it.
You go down the hall. This hall, like the one before, also has no further entrances off of it. So you wind up back towards the north end of the pyramid.
But there's that little cutaway there.
There is that cutaway.
Let's go through the
What's in there?
cutaway.
Okay.
And it doesn't go to the other side unlike the other one.
No, it doesn't. It's a one-way in, no ways out situation.
Well, we don't know that either. We could get to the top of the pyramid and we can slide down it.
You could, but then you need
That
to
would
get
be
to
really
the top
cool.
somehow.
It would be.
How would you stop?
You get to the bottom?
You stop very quick.
Like all slides, you don't just halfway get done through a slide and yeet off of it.
Yeah.
Okay, I did
Or
in
keep
elementary
going,
school,
or keep
but-
going.
I was told that in the Feywild there was a slide that never ended. And you just kept sliding forever.
That sounds like heaven, but it's really actually hell.
Exactly. Because anyone who's on it, they live on that slide forever now. So sometimes there's just like poop and stuff on it.
Are there just societies of people living on that slide?
Yeah.
Can I get an insight
You have
check
to
on
do
this?
a lot of, you plant a seed on the side of the slide and let it grow. And then the next person like waters it. And then the next person.
I got to 21 on my insight check.
Yeah, I'm lying.
This episode has a lot of nothing in it.
Hey.
You said it was character
We're
development.
filling in
and
the
a lot
space.
of nothing.
We were filling in the space while you were getting the map ready.
Yeah.
That was a lot of nothing. Everything before that was character development.
Wow.
We keep
what's
finding
in this
out
room?
how the lengths Soria will go through to lie to nines about literally everything.
This area actually has 3 doors that you can go through.
Oh.
That's
go to the north
that's
one.
my number.
Yeah, let's go.
system.
Let's go to the northern one that's separated.
Who designed this building?
Someone who likes triangles.
Oh, so it's one of your neighbors?
What do you mean?
Triangle house.
Oh, where we live. Yes, there's a house that has very triangular.
Yeah, there's
roof.
triangle.
Like the whole thing is a triangle.
When you... Why are you opening the program? When you enter this room, it appears to be a sort of planning room. There's a large desk and several chairs on one side, and then an oddly shaped table with, again, more chairs and some remnants of chairs around it. Scraps of paper are scattered all over the various surfaces. And there's also a very large map that is embedded in the table. Based on the stuff that you have seen in other places, it seems to be a map of the world.
Is it accurate?
To the best of your knowledge, it seems to be.
Does it have labels?
No.
Okay.
It's just the outlines of things. Does it have like topographic symbols that say whether it's woodland or ice or?
Yes.
Is it bolted to the ground?
It's on the. It's
like
part of the
built
table.
into
Yeah,
the
it's the table bolted to the ground.
No.
Sorry, Ellis. What?
The table's
won't
about
fit.
30 feet long by like 40 feet wide.
So how long would it take to make a copy of this in a notebook or many notebook pages?
It would take you a long time. However, you guys have encountered world maps without like a great amount of difficulty.
Yeah, this one doesn't.
You literally found one in a public library.
This one doesn't
So-
have any like arid continents that no one's known that are saved for a future expansion in your MMO.
No, if that would ever to happen, I just look at the map and go, you know what looks good right here? Extra continent.
Just a new continent.
Well, stuff, just take mental pictures of it.
Yeah.
There's
Is my magic detection still on?
yeah.
Anything?
Let me just double check.
Yeah. So I think you should build your Nines amusement park here.
That's a terrible location. That's ocean.
What were you saying?
There's no more magical
Let's-
entities that you see.
While your magic detect is still alive, let's quickly look into the 2 rooms across the hall to do magic detection,
Yeah.
and we can search.
We'll take
later.
the eastern door.
The eastern door. Okay.
We're just doing a quick magic.
Just
sweep.
So making sure.
the one to the left when we leave this room. Yeah.
That's the right one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, it's the left one.
It's the correct one, yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
That room.
Okay.
That one.
Is there anything?
Yeah, right?
Is there anything magic in it?
Well, she's showing us what's in it.
I think the real magic is our friendship.
When you
Really?
Yeah.
enter that room,
You think we're friends?
Yes,
Wow.
of course we friends.
or when you attempt to
You
enter
feed
that
me.
room, you find that it is locked.
Is there a disc slot?
Yes.
I'll stick the magic disc in.
It doesn't do anything.
I'll try the other 2 really quick.
Neither do they.
Did you detect magic on the other side at all?
I can only detect.
No, there's no magic on the other side.
And I get blocked by metal and stone and stuff.
Okay.
So I
let's
can't
check.
just-
Let's check the last room to see if there's any magic there, and then we'll go back and search.
Yeah, we'll check the last room quick.
Okay.
I can always recast it. Ritual casting doesn't take a spell slot.
No, it just takes time.
Yeah.
Time that we don't have.
No, because we have not wasted a moment.
Talking to a mule for 12 minutes.
We're searching.
The room inside,
bed.
unlike all of the others, is dark. This room is not lit.
With dark vision, can we see?
There does seem to be some sort of magical effect that's stopping your dark vision from having much of an effect. It doesn't have no effect, but you're not getting the full range of your vision in here.
Is my detect magic picking up anything that might be the source of that?
Now that you're looking into the room is pulsing with magic.
Like all the walls and stuff.
Walls is such a funny idea. You're looking
Did you
into
ever find that walls
a
were funny?
space.
I did not find that.
It doesn't conform to the space that surrounds it.
Olsef, try walking into a wall again. You had so much fun last time you tried.
I understand that walls are very funny. That is what I have heard.
From who?
From the omniscient voice that is describing this scene in front of us.
Hey, doll.
Yes. Sorry.
What are you up to?
I was taking a nap.
Oh, okay.
It's quite
quite a tiring series of events I have been through. Apologies if I am a bit lacking in quick response.
What have you been up to?
Well, I was temporarily encaged within an extra-dimensional hallucination of sorts to simulate many centuries of imprisonment for a crime that I was accused and given no trial
Oh,
for.
so you got O'Brien. You got Miles O'Brien.
I'm not sure what that means, but I'm going to agree with you. Nothing out of the ordinary, just another tiring day at the office.
Quick question.
Yeah,
I'm inside a giant black obsidian pyramid right now.
that does happen.
And we opened up a door, and inside the door there seems to be a dark void of nothingness, if I'm describing that right.
It sounds like a very interesting space.
Do you think it's safe?
No.
So we send Olsef in there.
No, let us send the captain, who now is quite spry.
What would be the advantages of going in there?
Pursuit of knowledge, and I think that's about it.
Okay, this is like inside some sort of military fortification. Does that help?
It may also contain armaments, powerful weapons, perhaps a doomsday device of some sort.
Nice. He said there's a doomsday device in there.
Did he say there was one or there could be one?
The connection's a little fuzzy. No, he said there could be.
5 gold.
I don't want to part with 5 gold for no reason whatsoever.
So, is there
Throw my fritter at you.
is there a floor?
There is a floor.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna go inside. If I cut off suddenly, that's because I've entered into an extra-dimensional plane of horror.
Well, such is life, filled with adventures and horrors in equal measure.
All right, good talking with you. Hopefully, I'll talk to you again and be alive.
I would prefer it if you were alive. I would be displeased if you were not.
That's the sweetest thing anyone's ever said to me.
I shall ruminate on that fact.
All right, I step in.
Okay?
Did he say it was safe?
No, I didn't ask.
Oh, all right.
Captain, you go our captain quite spry now.
Yes.
Yes. Could you please enter this room and we will follow?
Already in.
Oh, hey, Captain.
Hello. I'm in here with you.
What do you make of this nightmare dimension?
Dark. Very dark.
You are quite literal today, Captain.
Yes. I
I mean, Olsef is just drunk all the
enjoy
time?
being quite literal. It's very dark in
I
here.
think that might explain
That's
it.
what I make of it. Are you all in the room?
Yes.
Sure, we're all in the room.
Okay. When the last person crosses the threshold, the doors close behind you.
Oh, no.
Once again.
The area is pitch black. You cannot see each other any longer. There's not enough light to illuminate the other people. And that's where we're gonna end today.
No.
But wait,
We're all gonna
no.
die.
Where are we, though?
We're in darkness.
I cast Magic Missile.
Yeah, please cast
At the
magic
darkness?
Yeah.
at the darkness.
I can't cast Magic Missile.
You can't cast Magic Missile. So, we leave off in darkness. That's where we'll end. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this whimsical time here in the world of Astronaut. We will see you next week. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. And we love you. Good night.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.